The Marvel Knight. This video is purely for entertainment and does not infringe on copyrights or laws. The rights to the novel and image belong to the original author. We do not claim ownership. Don't like waiting and want to listen to this fanfic in full now? Subscribe to our Patreon, where you'll find the best fanfics. Chapter 201 Confrontation. Lu Nian pointed at the empty clay pot display stand and said, "Didn't you see? The clay pots there are gone." The security guard immediately questioned Lu Nian. "Tell me, did you steal it? Come on, do you have a brain? It was obviously the person who was swimming who stole it. You guys should chase him." "No, I think it was you who stole it. Come with me. Let me search you." Lu Nian got angry immediately after hearing this. "I kindly reminded you, but you actually thought I was a thief? You deserved your clay pots to be stolen." The security guard immediately raised his baton after hearing this. "Haha, kid, if you don't want to suffer, just follow us obediently. What if I say no? That's not up to you." A security guard stepped forward and tried to restrain Lu Nian. How could Lu Nian just sit there and do nothing? Lu Nian restrained the security guard with his backhand. It hurts, let go. If you don't let go, we'll call the police." "Call the police? It doesn't matter. I just want to see what you have to arrest me for." "Of course I stole something." "Haha, do you have any evidence? If you didn't steal it, why did you tell us that the drawer was missing? I kindly reminded you, and you treated me like this. Who knows if you have good or bad intentions?" "Humphrey." Lu Nian got angry and put more force on his hands. "Ah, it hurts, let go." The security guard struggled desperately, trying to break free from Lu Nian's restraints. Unfortunately, the security guard was too weak. At this time, the power supply system of the castle museum was restored. When Lu Nian and the security guard had a conflict, Uncle Fran had been standing silently by the side and did not get involved. Lu Nian winked at Uncle Fran several times, indicating that Uncle Fran should not get close to him. Lu Nian was surrounded by a large group of security guards and was caught in the middle. "Let him go." "That's right, let him go." But when Lu Nian swept his eyes around, the security guards around him immediately quieted down. At this time, the security captain arrived at the scene. The security guards seemed to have seen a savior and immediately ran to the captain to complain. "Captain, this guy not only stole the clay pot cultural relics, but also attacked our people. He is simply lawless." "Captain, you quickly catch him." "That's right, I can testify." "We can all testify." Hearing this, the security captain immediately looked at Lu Nian with malicious eyes. "Let him go first." Lu Nian thought about it and let the security guard go. The security guard immediately ran to the security captain and cried like a wronged child. "Captain, you have to make a decision for me. I was just enforcing the law impartially, and this guy actually dared to hit me. Look, my arm is almost broken by him." The security captain patted the security guard on the shoulder and comforted him. "Don't worry, I will seek justice for you." The security captain walked step by step to Lu Nian and asked sternly, "Did you steal the clay pot?" "No." "So many people have proved that you stole the clay pot, and you still dare to deny it?" "Then you can ask them if they saw me stealing the clay pot with their own eyes." The security captain turned his head and asked, "Did any one of you see him stealing the clay pot with your own eyes?" The security guards looked at each other. Lu Nian sneered, "Haha, did you see it? No one saw me stealing the clay pot at all. They were just framing me." The security captain's face darkened instantly when he heard this. At this time, the security guard whose arm was hurt by Lu Nian just now decided to take revenge. He stepped forward decisively and said, "Captain, I saw it." The security captain immediately became excited upon hearing this. "Did you hear that? Someone saw you steal the clay pot. What else do you want to say now?" Lu Nian looked at the security guard with an incredible look. Lu Nian did not expect that there would actually be someone here who would lie with open eyes. "Haha. To catch someone, you must catch the stolen goods. Since he said that he saw me steal the clay pot with his own eyes, then you should ask him where the clay pot is." The security captain turned around and asked, "Where is the clay pot?" How could the security guard know where the clay pot was? However, he suddenly remembered what Lu Nian had just said, and immediately answered wittily, "The clay pot has been stolen by his accomplice." "He has an accomplice?" "Yes, The man swimming in the moat just now is his accomplice. Lu Nian was completely speechless upon hearing this. Hey, can you be any more shameless? I just kindly reminded you that the clay pot was lost, and you actually said that I was an accomplice of the thief. Do you still have any shame? The security captain Yeek didn't care about the truth of the matter. He said to Lu Nian in a serious tone, "Boy, I advise you to come with us obediently and cooperate with our work. Otherwise, don't blame me for being ruthless." Hearing this, Lu Nian sneered disdainfully. "Humphrey, if you have the guts, show me how ruthless you are. You asked for it." The security captain punched Lu Nian hard. Lu Nian did not dodge, but stretched out his hand and grasped the security captain's fist in his hand. The security captain felt as if his hand was clamped by a large pair of pliers and could not move at all. The security captain's face changed drastically. You, what's wrong with me? How dare you resist? Haha. What? You bully me, and you don't allow me to resist? Do you know what you are doing? Stealing is illegal, and you are now resisting law enforcement, which is an even greater crime. You are worthy of calling yourselves law enforcers, a bunch of fools. Hearing Lu Nian's words, the security guards immediately became excited. "Captain, hit him quickly." "That's right, Captain. What are you doing standing there? Don't show mercy. He looks down on us." "Captain, you have to stand up for us." At this time, the security captain was speechless. The security captain originally thought that Lu Nian was young and must be a soft persimmon, but he didn't expect that he was a tough guy. "Hey, your men asked you to be serious." "Haha, that's right, I'm not serious yet. Judging from your age, you should be a minor, right? I'll give you another chance now. As long as you surrender, I will forgive you for what happened." "No need. Fight me seriously." The security captain couldn't help but curse in his heart. "Since you want me to fight you seriously, why don't you put my hand down?" But the security captain continued to persuade. "Boy, I have already called the police, and the police will be here soon. I advise you to turn back." Chapter 202 Request for medical expenses. Lu Nian was not worried at all that the police would arrest him. Lu Nian had the dual protection provided by the embassy and the military. As long as Lu Nian did not violate the bottom line of being a human being, Lu Nian could now walk sideways on the earth. Uncle Frant also knew this, so he had not helped Lu Nian. The security captain was caught by Lu Nian's hand and stood there awkwardly. "Boy, no matter how I persuade you, you just won't listen. If I don't listen to you, what can you do to me?" "Okay, you forced me to do this." The security captain took out the baton from his waist with his other hand and smashed it hard on Lu Nian's head. A trace of disdainful ridicule flashed across Lu Nian's mouth. Lu Nian did not dodge and let the baton hit his head. Lu Nian's head immediately bloomed and blood flowed. This scene scared the security captain and the security guards around him. You, why didn't you dodge?" "Since you want to hit me, I'll let you hit me," the security captain secretly complained in his heart. "Since you're standing still and letting me hit you, then why don't you let go?" Lu Nian's hand still tightly grasped the fist of the security captain. The security captain could not break free and could only stand there awkwardly. "Your head is injured. It's better to bandage it quickly." "No need. Anyway, the police will be here soon. I think it's better to let the police handle it." "Are you threatening me?" "The surveillance camera should have captured it very clearly. You were the first to hit me, and you broke my head with a baton." While Lu Nian was arguing with a group of security guards, the professionals had successfully swam to the other side of the river and left safely with the clay pot. Lu Nian and Uncle Frant originally wanted to watch the excitement quietly, but they didn't expect to lose themselves in the end. Soon, the police arrived at the castle museum. Lu Nian then let go of his hand. At this time, the security captain's hand had already been swollen by Lu Nian's grip. The security captain cursed in his heart. "This damn guy." The police arrived at the scene and undoubtedly took Lu Nian away for investigation. At this time, Lu Nian was covered in blood and looked a little scary. Seeing Lu Nian being taken away by the police, Uncle Frant left with peace of mind. Uncle Frant could imagine what would happen next. The police chief would definitely send Lu Nian out personally. It's time to find that thief to argue with him and ask him for some mental damages. Although the professional had already fled far away at this time, Uncle Frant still had a way to find him out. In the evening of the same day, Lu Nian was personally sent to the hospital by the police chief for treatment. The security captain who beat him was arrested for investigation. A happy ending. Uncle Frank followed the professional all the way to a dilapidated old building in Chennai. In a house in the old building, the professional carefully put down the earthenware jar and lay on the sofa to rest. This house was temporarily rented by the professional for a special resting place. After Uncle Frank checked the spot, he did not visit the professional. Uncle Frank felt that Lu Nian should be brought along for this kind of thing. Uncle Frank waited patiently for a while, and finally got a call from Lu Nian. Uncle Frank briefly explained the situation to Lu Nian, and Lu Nian immediately decided to come over to visit a professional to discuss the cost of taking the blame and medical expenses. With the help of number 1, Lu Nian quickly rushed to the downstairs of the old building and met with Uncle Frank. Lu Nian's head was wrapped in thick gauze, which looked a bit funny. "Lu Nian, is your injury serious?" "It's okay." "Where is he?" "Still staying in the room, and he hasn't gone out again." "Very good." Lu Nian and Uncle Frank came to the outside of the room and knocked on the door. Knock, knock, knock. "Who?" "A water meter checker." When the professional heard that it was a water meter checker, he immediately trembled with fear. In India, door-to-door water meter checking is the specialty of the Indian Research and Analysis Wing, RAW. The Indian Research and Analysis Wing, RAW, is an official agency similar to a spy organization. Just like the CIA of the United States, the MI6 of the United Kingdom, and the KGB of the Polar Bear, Lu Nian and Uncle Frank could not guess what the professionals were thinking. "Uncle Frank, why didn't he open the door?" "I don't know." "Could it be that we were discovered by him?" "Shouldn't it?" "Anyway, I don't know." "What if he doesn't open the door now?" "Then knock on the door again and see." "Okay." Knock, knock, knock. Lu Nian knocked on the door again. You wait. "I'll open the door for you now." Although the professionals were afraid, they had to open the door. No matter how strong an individual is, it is impossible to go against the country. This is why the world is still so peaceful. Like the Ten Rings Gang, Hydra, and the Hellfire Club, each one is a behemoth. But they dare not confront the state machine head-on. Only a transcendent big man like Da Zishu can truly achieve equality for all. Lu Nian and Uncle Frank waited at the door for a few minutes, and the professionals finally arrived and opened the door. "You two, what do you want to talk to me about?" "I haven't done anything wrong recently." The professionals mistook Lu Nian and Uncle Frank for members of the Indian Research and Analysis Wing, RAW. "Do you dare to say you haven't done anything wrong?" "I don't know." "Then let us remind you. Where were you at 4:30 this afternoon?" The professionals were shocked when they heard this, and thought to themselves, "You are indeed a member of the Indian Research and Analysis Wing, RAW." "I didn't expect that I would be discovered so quickly." Seeing that his tracks were exposed, the professionals asked, "Since you all know about it, do you want to settle it publicly or privately?" "What about public settlement? And what about private settlement?" "If you want to settle it publicly, just arrest me and let it go. If you want to settle it privately, I can give you some money and you can pretend that you didn't find me." Lu Nian and Uncle Frank looked at each other and were both very surprised. They didn't expect that the medical expenses would be paid so easily. "Ahem, let's settle it privately." "Okay." The professional returned to the bedroom, took out a box from under the bed, and then took out $100,000 in cash from the box with some pain, and returned to the door. "Here is $100,000, as a hush money. What do you think?" "No problem. This matter is settled." "Then don't come to me again." "Of course." Lu Nian and Uncle Frank left the professional's home with $100,000. "Uncle Frank, isn't it too easy for us to ask for the medical expenses?" If you're listening to this novel on a channel other than Fanfic World, it means they downloaded and uploaded it without effort. We cordially invite you to visit our channel, Mundo Fanfic Novelist. There you'll find the original version of this story and you can explore many other novels of various genres. We're waiting for you to immerse yourself in a world of incredible novels. Chapter 203. Taj. At noon that day, on the Taj cruise ship, Nehru invited Napa to have lunch, and all the senior executives of Chennai Shadow Academy were present. The Taj cruise ship has a displacement of 75,166 tons. A total of 12 floors, a length of 252 meters, a width of 32 meters, a maximum capacity of 897 people, and a maximum speed of 23 knots. There are 2 restaurants on the ship, one for students and the other for employees. There are 564 rooms on the ship for everyone on the ship to live, train, and study. In addition, there are swimming pools, libraries, chess and card rooms, cinemas, bars, casinos and other leisure facilities on the ship for everyone in Chennai Shadow Academy to use. Chennai Shadow Academy has enrolled a total of 400 students this year, which is considered a relatively large class, so people can be seen everywhere on the ship. There are a total of 12 people sitting in the luxurious private room of the employee restaurant. In addition to Napa and Nehru, there are also 2 vice presidents of Chennai Shadow Academy and 8 coaches. The daily operation of Chennai Shadow Academy is inseparable from these 10 people. Nehru raised his glass and said to Napa cordially, "Mr. Napa, you have been ordered by the headquarters to come to our Chennai Shadow Academy to guide the work. You have worked so hard." Napa was sent here this time. In fact, the headquarters wanted to punish Napa. Napa failed in his mission to assassinate Uncle Frank, and was punished after returning to the headquarters. The punishment was to guide the work at the Chennai Shadow Academy. This job, which looks very tempting, is actually a real chore. There are more than 400 students in the Chennai Academy, and Napa needs to assess them one by one, select the best among them, and report them to the headquarters. These people will eventually be taken away by Napa and sent to the Shadow Academy in Kolkata. The insiders of the Shadow Academy also know that the Chennai Shadow Academy is actually a garbage manufacturing plant in the killer world, so the good seedlings must be taken away in advance and cannot be ruined here. Dean Nehru, your Chennai Shadow Academy produces a group of excellent killers every 2 years and has made outstanding contributions to the development of social economy. Dean Nehru has made great contributions to all this. Mr. Napa, thank you for your praise. Dean Nehru, I won't be polite with you. You also know the rules set by the headquarters. Among the students of this class, are there any good seedlings? Just recommend them to me. Dean Nehru couldn't help but frown when he heard it. Dean Nehru also knew that the strength of Chennai Shadow Academy was relatively weak, so he had selfish motives and wanted to keep some good seedlings to change the status quo. But Napa didn't play by the rules now. He asked for good seedlings right away, which made Dean Nehru very unhappy. Mr. Napa, this matter still needs to be discussed in detail. Dean Nehru, you are not making fun of me, are you? Do such a simple matter still need to be discussed in detail? Mr. Napa, let's not talk about these things tonight. Drink, eat. Yes, yes, yes. Mr. Napa, let's not talk about work tonight. Whoever talks about work will be fined 3 glasses of wine. Mr. Napa, this should be your first time in Chennai, right? Let's have a good time in Chennai first. The 2 vice presidents of Chennai Shadow Academy immediately began to change the subject, leaving Napa speechless. Soon, Napa was drunk and sent back to his room to rest. Napa was arranged to live in the luxury suite of the Taj, which is equivalent to a large bed suite with an area of 32 square meters and a separate bathroom. After Napa was sent back to the room, Dean Nehru immediately called all the backbones of the Shadow Academy to come for a meeting. The higher-ups are trying to snatch people again. What do you think? Dean, we can't give in this time. Every year, the good students are snatched away, and the strength of our Chennai Shadow Academy will become worse and worse. That's right, this time we can't be so stupid as to hand over the good seedlings. But how do we deal with Napa? Dean, there are only 2 things in a man's life, either love money or love sex. Why don't we give it a try and cater to his preferences? Oh, tell me more. There are many pretty female students in this class. Select some of them with weak strength and give them to Napa to take away. Of course, we can tell these female students in advance that this is a good opportunity for promotion. I think they will agree. Good idea. Since you came up with this idea, you can choose the candidates yourself. I just want the final result. Dean, don't worry. Everything is up to me. Napa was sleeping in a daze on the bed, and suddenly felt something slippery around him. Napa naturally hugged the other person and touched him all over. For a moment, The indoor scenery was infinitely beautiful. It was not until the next morning that Nappa woke up from his drunkenness. Nappa opened his eyes and saw a strange woman lying next to him. He immediately screamed, "Ah, who are you, Mr. Nappa? I am a student of Chennai Shadow Academy. I came to serve Mr. Nappa on the order of the Vice President." "You shouldn't have come, Mr. Nappa. I volunteered to serve you. I have heard about Mr. Nappa's heroic deeds a long time ago. It is my honor to see Mr. Nappa in person today." Hearing this, Nappa shook his head helplessly. Nappa is still a single dog. He didn't expect that his first time would be so confused on the boat. "Mr. Nappa, do you feel embarrassed?" No, Mr. Nappa, actually you don't have to say it. I understand. I will take you back." "Thank you, Mr. Nappa. You are so kind. If you are fine, you can leave," the woman said with difficulty. "Mr. Nappa, the Vice President asked me to take you to Chennai City for a few days today. But I need to guide the work." The Vice President said that it is not too late to guide the work after we come back after playing. "Is this okay? Don't you like me, Mr. Nappa, and don't want to go out with me?" "No." "Okay, I will listen to you." Nappa fell at the feet of the woman. Nappa and the woman were sent to Chennai City for a tour. On May 19th, Lu Nian and Uncle Frant also started a new day. After a night's rest, Lu Nian's head wound has begun to heal with his extraordinary recovery ability. After breakfast, Lu Nian and Uncle Frant decided to go to the sea for some fun and to get some information about the Taj. The two rented a luxury yacht and went out to sea, with $100,000 provided by professionals. Lu Nian didn't feel bad at all when spending the money. Chapter 204 Going Out to Sea. Uncle Frant is a retired captain of the Marine Corps and is proficient in all kinds of driving. Uncle Frant drove a luxury yacht and took Lu Nian into the Bay of Bengal. The Taj cruise ship has been sailing on the high seas, avoiding the pursuit of various countries. Although Indians are proud of the Shadow Academy, they are ashamed of killers. This is like people knowing that smoking is harmful to health, but still choose to smoke, which is a contradiction. Therefore, the relationship between the Indian police and the Shadow Academy is very bad. Whenever the Shadow Academy has work, the police also have work. The police is a very special industry, just like doctors. They all hope that they don't have to work every day, because this means that the world has become more harmonious, but the reality is often the opposite. The police and doctors are always the busiest professions in the world. In the southwest of the Bay of Bengal, near the Indian Ocean, is an island bought by the Shadow Academy. Few people know the existence of this island. The Shadow Academy bought this place with the help of a wealthy man in Chennai. Moreover, this island has been deserted for many years and no one lives on it, so it is impossible for tourists to come here to travel, which allows the teaching and training of the Shadow Academy to proceed smoothly. After Nappa left the Taj, Dean Nehru immediately ordered that all the elite students of this year's Shadow Academy be sent to the deserted island for a month-long field survival training. Dean Nehru made a good calculation. Nappa came to pick people, and he took advantage of Nappa's absence to hide all the good seedlings. If Nappa can't pick good students at that time, it can only mean that the quality of this year's students is too poor, and it has nothing to do with Dean Nehru. Thinking of this, Dean Nehru couldn't help but smile, and a cunning smile appeared on his face. After Uncle Frant and Lu Nian came to the high seas, they did not find any trace of the Taj. The high seas are too big, and trying to find a cruise ship is like looking for a needle in a haystack, and this needle is not lying still, it is still moving around. Lu Nian, are you sure the Taj is in this area? Sure. This information was provided by Number 1. Number 1 can use spy satellites in space at will to find the whereabouts of the Taj. Hey, the sea is so big, it's not easy to find a cruise ship. Uncle Frant, it's okay. We have plenty of patience and can look for it slowly. If we really can't find it, at worst we will go to Kolkata and destroy the Shadow Academy there. Well, that's the only way. Now, let's look for it again. Lu Nian's eyes are different from ordinary people, and he can see things far away. Soon, Lu Nian saw that there seemed to be an island looming in the distance. Uncle Frant, drive in that direction quickly. I really want to see something there. Okay, The island that Lu Nian found was the island where the Shadow Academy used to train students. It can only be said that fate is really wonderful. Uncle Frank quickly drove the yacht to the shore, and then boarded the island with Lu Nian. It doesn't look like there are people here. Uncle Frank glanced around and expressed his judgment. Well, it doesn't look like anyone lives here. Should we go in and take a look? Since we're here, let's take a look. Anyway, we're all here to have fun, so let's have a wild survival today. Uncle Frank, what do you think? Great. There must be a lot of delicious game on a small island like this. I'll go to the boat to get the seasoning and tools, and we'll have a real picnic. Okay. Lu Nian agreed with both hands. Uncle Frank and Lu Nian didn't know that on the other side of the island, more than a dozen speedboats were moored. 40 students from the Shadow Academy were left on the island for a month-long wild survival training. Without knowing each other, both sides walked towards the depths of the island at the same time. Lu Nian and Uncle Frank came to a place with beautiful mountains and clear waters. Uncle Frank, this place is close to the lake. It's convenient to get water, and there are birds singing and flowers around, which is very suitable for a picnic. Okay, then I'll go hunting, and you'll be responsible for making a fire. Lu Nian made an okay gesture and replied, no problem. Uncle Frank set off with a dagger. Uncle Frank had experienced survival in the wild countless times before. Even in an environment more difficult than this island, Uncle Frank survived. Lu Nian quickly collected enough firewood and successfully built a bonfire. Lu Nian looked into the lake, thinking. Finally, Lu Nian decided to go fishing. The clear lake water can be seen to the bottom at a glance. Hundreds of live fish are playing and frolicking at the bottom of the lake. With his extraordinary reaction ability, Lu Nian caught one accurately. Lu Nian looked at the dozen fish he caught and said with satisfaction, these should be enough to eat. If it weren't for the lack of tools around him, Lu Nian would have wanted to make a fish pizza. Lu Nian didn't wait for Uncle Frank to come back, and started preparing tools to grill the fish. When Lu Nian finished grilling the fourth fish, Uncle Frank came back. Uncle Frank looked a little embarrassed, and there were still blood stains on his clothes. But when he saw the prey dragged behind Uncle Frank, Lu Nian couldn't help but take a breath. Uncle Frank shouted excitedly to Lu Nian from a distance, Lu Nian, we are in for a treat today. I actually found a wild bear. Uncle Frank, did you fight with the bear just now? Yes. You know what? This bear is very strong. I spent a lot of effort to kill it. Oh, Uncle Frank, you should have taken me there just now. I also want to fight with a bear once. Haha. There will be a chance. I think there must be more than one bear on this island. That's great. Now is not the time to talk about this. It smells so good. The grilled fish you made must taste great. That's all I have. Come on, let's chop the bear's paw and add some vegetables. Okay. Lu Nian and Uncle Frank skillfully dissected the bear and grilled the bear meat. Then Uncle Frank took out a dozen bird eggs. I don't know what bird's eggs these are. I saw them and just took them back. Lu Nian said with admiration, great, haha. Since we are going to have a picnic, of course we have to prepare more. Lu Nian, bring the beer. When Lu Nian and Uncle Frank went out to sea, they specially prepared a few boxes of Kingfisher beer. Kingfisher beer is one of the most produced beers in India. It tastes bad, but at least it is not produced with Ganges water. Chapter 205 Nightfall. The aroma of bear meat kept coming out, making people salivate. Lu Nian and Uncle Frank couldn't hold back their appetite. Their appetites moved, and they ate heartily. A bite of bear meat on the left, a bite of fish meat on the right, a sip of beer, and then a swallow of egg. They were as happy as gods. Lu Nian, it's nice to vacation here. Yeah. Lu Nian stretched his body after saying that. It's really comfortable. It's just that the beer is too bad. Haha. At least it's much better than the beer brewed with Ganges water yesterday. Haha. I dare not drink that beer yesterday even if I die. Half an hour passed. Burp tilde burp tilde burp tilde. Lu Nian and Uncle Frank kept burping. Fish, meat, eggs, plus a few bottles of beer. The two people couldn't stop burping at all. Herp tilde. Uncle Frank, should we find a place to sleep? The sun is very strong now. Yeah, let's find a place under the shade of a tree to sleep. Lu Nian and Uncle Frank found a big tree. Uncle Frank skillfully set up some simple traps around to prevent attacks from wild animals. Then, Uncle Frant found some herbs, squeezed out the juice, and sprinkled it nearby to drive away mosquitoes and poisonous snakes. After doing all this, Lu Nian and Uncle Frant lay down with peace of mind and fell asleep. Kingfisher beer tastes bad, but it is very strong. Lu Nian and Uncle Frant were both drunk and slept very soundly. Occasionally, wild animals and mosquitoes came over, but they were all scared away. On the other side, the students of the Shadow Academy, led by 2 coaches, began to build a base on the island. Listen carefully. In 2 years, you will have graduation exams. All students will be thrown onto this island, and only 100 people will leave alive. Only those who survive will be true graduates of Shadow Academy. What about the others? Dead? No way. That's too horrible. This is the cruel test you must go through when you graduate. Now, we bring you to the island in advance to familiarize yourself with the environment, so that your chances of survival will become greater. Thank you, Coach. You're welcome. You are all the best students in this class. The future of Chennai Shadow Academy depends on you. So, you must study hard and strive to be an excellent graduate. Yes. Now, divide the 40 of you into 2 groups. Coach Jet and I will each lead a team to train in the jungle, and during the training, we will organize several battles. Actual combat. It's over. It's over. I haven't learned anything, and I'm going to lose my life on this island. Most of the students were in mourning, but there were also some students who had shining eyes and were eager to try. Soon, the 40 students were divided into 2 groups and walked into the jungle. Lu Nian slept soundly, snoring constantly. Uncle Frant was in a similar situation. However, the alertness cultivated over the years made Uncle Frant's body never completely relaxed even when he was sleeping, and he was always on standby. When Lu Nian and Uncle Frant woke up, it was almost dark. Lu Nian, it seems that we have to spend the night on the island tonight. It's okay, it's good. The environment here is good, and there are fish and meat. We can live here for a lifetime. Haha. We can't live here for a lifetime. We still have important things to do. I know. I'm just talking. We can't sleep outside at night. We should build a tent. I don't know how. Fortunately I know how. Lu Nian, come over and help us cut some branches. Lu Nian exerted his great strength and chopped branches with his bare hands like a game. Uncle Frant's jaw almost dropped when he saw this scene. Although Uncle Frant knew that Lu Nian was very strong, he didn't expect Lu Nian to be so abnormal now. Lu Nian couldn't cut down a tree with his bare hands before, but not long ago, after Omega transmitted his superpowers to Lu Nian, the superpowers in Lu Nian's body became stronger than before. Many things that he couldn't do before can now be done. In fact, Lu Nian himself was also shocked. When did I become so powerful? At this time, Number 1 immediately appeared and began to answer Lu Nian's questions. Sir Cavalier, Knight, it's because the superpowers in your body have become stronger. Is it because of Omega? That's right. Your body is like a sponge, which can continuously absorb power and form quantitative changes. When the quantitative changes accumulate to a certain extent, it will form qualitative changes for you. The next qualitative change is the evolution from delta level to beta level. I'm so powerful now, I really don't know how powerful the next beta level will be. Sir Cavalier, Knight, you are still too unfamiliar with the use of superpowers. Superpowers require practice makes perfect. Only by using them frequently can you exert greater power. Got it. For example, the holy light power you have now, you haven't used it for several days. So the power is no different from when you first learned it, found it. But no one around me is injured. How can I release the holy light? It's okay to release it in vain. Lu Nian, what are you doing? Why are you in a daze? Hurry up and bring the branch over. Oh, Lu Nian hurriedly handed the branch he had cut off with his bare hands to Uncle Frant. Uncle Frant skillfully set up a simple tent. Then he found a few banana leaves to make a roof to keep out the rain. In the tent, Lu Nian and Uncle Frant drank tea. Indian food is not good, beer is not good, but tea tastes good. The tea Lu Nian and Uncle Frant drank was Tetley tea. Tetley tea is the second largest tea manufacturer and distributor in India, and its products are sold to more than 40 countries and regions around the world. Uncle Frant, what are we going to do at night? What else can I do? Eat when we should eat, drink when we should drink, and sleep when we should sleep. I'm asking if there are any special activities at night. At night, Lu Nian, what do you want to do at night? I want to go out and fight wild beasts. You're crazy. Wild beasts that are active at night are mostly social. I guess there must be wolves on this island. If I encounter a group of wolves, even I will not be able to escape unscathed. Uncle Friend, since we are on this island, we can't spend it too comfortably, right? I think we should find something to do. Are you sure you want to do this? Yeah, I saw Uncle Friend kill a bear during the day, and I have always been envious. Chapter 206 Night Training. Uncle Friend looked at Lu Nian with admiration. Okay, Uncle will accompany you to the night battle tonight, but before that, we need to make adequate preparations. Uncle, if you need any help, just tell me. No problem. First we have to eat. Lu Nian was responsible for making a fire again. There was still a lot of meat left from the bear at noon. 4 bear paws were half left. Lu Nian wanted to go into the water to catch a few more fish, but was stopped by Uncle Friend. Don't get your clothes wet. Wearing wet clothes at night is easy to get infected by moisture. Lu Nian's heart suddenly warmed when he heard Uncle Friend's words. Thank you, Uncle Friend. At night on the island, the calls of various wild animals can be heard everywhere, and at the same time, there will be various insect sounds in the ears. The night on the island is full of dangers. The students of Chennai Shadow Academy, led by 2 coaches, began their first day of training. A female student questioned with some dissatisfaction, Mr. Jet, isn't it too dangerous to take us wandering in the jungle instead of sleeping in the camp so late? If you act at night, this is also one of the basic skills of a killer. When we assassinate targets, we need to face various environments. Sometimes, you may stay alone in a Gobi desert for several days and nights just to snipe an important target. At this time, can you rely on others? No. All you can rely on is your strong body, strong willpower and rich experience in survival in the wild. These are exactly what we at Chennai Shadow Academy are about to teach you. Jet's side talked a lot, and all 20 students were convinced. Instructor Jet is right. When we are on a mission, we can only rely on ourselves. Sharpening the knife does not delay the chopping of wood. Yes, Instructor Jet, just tell us what we should do. I can't wait, because tonight is the first night operation. I won't make it more difficult for you. Each person carries a 20-kilogram load and walks in the jungle for 2 hours at night. You are not allowed to take off the weights during the journey, otherwise, there will be no breakfast tomorrow morning. Ah, so harsh. Walking at night for 2 hours with a 20-kilogram load? Oh my god. For a while, the students were in mourning. Under the leadership of Coach Jet, the night march began. Another team from Chennai Shadow Academy also started its first training. However, another coach was even more inhumane. He chose to let the students conduct lurking training at night. Mosquitoes are quite terrifying on tropical nights. In this environment, practicing lurking and staying still is purely a mouth training for the insects. But since the instructor has spoken, the students dare not resist and can only choose to endure it silently. On the other side of the island, Lu Nian and Uncle Friend have already started training. Lu Nian and Uncle Friend, back to back, faced the siege of 8 wolves. Uncle Friend held a dagger, while Lu Nian was barehanded. Just now, there were 9 wolves in the wolf pack. Lu Nian and Uncle Friend hid when they heard the wolf's cry. As a result, when the wolf pack passed by, Lu Nian took the initiative to attack and killed one of the wolves with lightning speed. Lu Nian's move aroused the anger of the wolf pack. The remaining 8 wolves immediately surrounded Lu Nian and Uncle Friend, ready to launch a war of revenge. A war between man and wolf is about to break out. Lu Nian just killed a female wolf, the spouse of the alpha wolf in this wolf pack. The alpha wolf glared at Lu Nian fiercely, wishing to eat Lu Nian into his stomach. Lu Nian was relaxed, not taking the wolf pack seriously at all. In the sneak attack just now, Lu Nian easily broke the head of the female wolf. The female wolf didn't even have a chance to react before she died. This made Lu Nian clearly realize how powerful he was now. Facing the siege of 8 wolves, Lu Nian was eager to try. Shoo! When the leader wolf launched an attack, Lu Nian also attacked at the same time. The leader wolf stretched out its sharp claws, trying to directly scratch Lu Nian's throat. Lu Nian punched the leader wolf's head hard, trying to make it bloom. The leader wolf felt the fatal danger, and in midair, it curled up and dodged the fatal attack launched by Lu Nian, and fell to the ground again. Seeing that his attack didn't work, Lu Nian said in his heart, "What a pity." On the other side, Uncle Frant held a dagger in his hand and started a confrontation with the three wolves. Although Uncle Frant didn't have the overwhelming power of Lu Nian, Uncle Frant had rich combat experience. With his flexible skills and accurate prediction, Uncle Frant temporarily tied with the three wolves. The remaining four wolves, led by the leader, launched an attack on Lu Nian. This was exactly what Lu Nian wanted. A wolf opened its bloody mouth and bit towards Lu Nian's thigh. Lu Nian kicked back. The wolf's head was kicked off by Lu Nian on the spot. There were still four wolves left. The leader missed the first attack and pounced again. This time, it aimed at Lu Nian's arm. At the same time, the other three wolves also attacked from different directions. Lu Nian was not afraid. Lu Nian ran directly towards the leader and punched the leader's head hard. The leader was frightened by Lu Nian's action and curled up again, barely dodging it. Lu Nian missed the first attack and immediately turned over and kicked the wolf behind him. The wolf behind him did not expect Lu Nian to target him, and was kicked in the head. Another wolf's body fell to the ground. Seeing this, the alpha wolf howled in anger. The wolf that Lu Nian killed was the alpha wolf's son. Seeing that his wife and children were killed by Lu Nian, the alpha wolf's eyes turned blood red instantly. If eyes could kill, Lu Nian would have been killed countless times at this moment. Lu Nian didn't know that he had just done something that was infuriating to both humans and wolves. Killing one's wife is a very serious crime even in the animal world. But the battle was not over yet, and Lu Nian could not be distracted. After killing the wolf, Lu Nian quickly attacked the wolf on the left. Lu Nian punched out with all his strength, and the wolf's head was instantly blown up. Blood plasma flowed, and the scene was extremely bloody and disgusting. The wolf on the right was frightened when he saw this scene, and immediately stopped in place, hesitating. "Awoo!" The alpha wolf howled to the sky, and then, with the belief that he would die, stretched out his claws and grabbed Lu Nian's head. This time, the alpha wolf was sacrificing his life. It was going to fight for its own life and make Lu Nian pay the price. Chapter 207. The battle ends. Seeing that the alpha wolf wanted to kill both of them, LV Nian would not be so stupid as to fight head-on. There were only two wolves left around LV Nian. LV Nian immediately made a decision in his mind, avoiding the attack of the alpha wolf and trying to get rid of the other wolf. The other wolf was stunned by LV Nian's ferocity, and stood there motionless, looking at LV Nian stupidly. This was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for LV Nian. LV Nian ignored the alpha wolf's pounce and rushed directly towards the stupid wolf. When the stupid wolf saw LV Nian rushing towards him, he subconsciously wanted to escape, but his four legs were out of control and kept shaking, making it difficult to move even half a step. LV Nian did not show any mercy, and directly strangled the stupid wolf's neck, and then he exerted his arm, and the stupid wolf died immediately. LV Nian's only opponent now was the crazy alpha wolf. When the alpha wolf saw his men being killed by LV Nian one after another, he immediately became even crazier. The alpha wolf wanted to touch Lu Nian at all costs, even if it cost him a price. When fighting, the dumb ones are afraid of the strong ones, and the strong ones are willing to die. Lu Nian is now the strong one, while the alpha wolf is willing to die. Lu Nian decided to retreat in order to advance. Uncle Frant was fighting three alone, and he could only protect himself, but he could not turn defeat into victory. Lu Nian decided to help Uncle Frant solve the dilemma first, and then fight 2 against 1 to kill the alpha wolf. Uncle Frant held a dagger and waved it left and right, leaving the 3 wolves with scars. But Uncle Frant was not much better, and was scratched by the wolf's claws in several places. One of the deepest wounds was so deep that the bone was visible, which was terrifying. Even so, Uncle Frant still stood firm and continued to fight to the end with the 3 wolves. Lu Nian's sudden joining broke the balance of the battlefield. Lu Nian attacked from behind and killed a wolf that was about to attack Uncle Frant's leg. The other 2 wolves were startled and hesitated for a second. It was at this second that Uncle Franz seized the opportunity and slashed the throat of one wolf with a dagger. Blood spurted out of the wolf's throat, and the wolf died on the spot. Now the situation on the field has become 2 on 2. Uncle Franz and Lu Nian are dealing with the leader wolf and the other wolf. Neither side can retreat. The leader wolf's entire family and tribe died in the hands of Lu Nian and Uncle Franz, and it is impossible for it to escape. As for the other wolf, what's the point of running away by itself? A wolf without a companion is like a tiger with its teeth pulled out. There is no safety in the jungle. Uncle Franz and Lu Nian looked at each other and launched a final charge. The 2 wolves also looked at each other and launched a final charge. The battle lasted for nearly half an hour and was about to be decided. This time, Lu Nian finally satisfied the leader wolf's wish and fought the leader wolf head-on. The wolf leader stretched out his sharp claws and clawed at Lu Nian's face. Lu Nian clenched his fists and touched the wolf leader's claws. Lu Nian's arm was scratched by the claws, leaving a deep hatred. Crack! With a crisp sound, one of the wolf leader's claws was completely broken by Lu Nian and was disabled. The wolf leader was in great pain at this moment. However, the wolf leader's dignity and the deep hatred for Lu Nian made the wolf leader suppress the great pain from the claws. The battle between the 2 sides continued. After a few breaths, the wolf leader pounced on Lu Nian again. This time, the wolf leader showed his sharp teeth and wanted to bite off Lu Nian's throat. Seeing this, Lu Nian stretched out his hands at the same time and grabbed the wolf leader's head. The 2 sides began to stalemate. Lu Nian's head and the wolf leader's head were almost touching each other. One man and one wolf, both had bloodshot eyes. The wolf's mouth kept opening wide, trying to bite Lu Nian to death. Lu Nian grabbed the wolf's head tightly, not letting it get close to him. On the other side, Uncle Franz had finished his fight. His opponent was only one wolf, and it was a wolf that had lost its will to fight. After the fight, when Uncle Franz stabbed the wolf's chest with a dagger, another wolf's body appeared on the ground. Uncle Franz looked at Lu Nian and saw that Lu Nian was in a stalemate with the wolf. Uncle Franz immediately supported with a dagger. Uncle Franz stabbed the dagger into the wolf's back. The wolf endured the pain and continued to bite Lu Nian. If 1 time doesn't work, then 2 times. If 2 times don't work, then 3 times. Uncle Franz used the dagger frantically, stabbing it into the wolf's back. The wolf's bloodshot eyes gradually lost their sharpness. The wolf's head tilted, and it swallowed its last breath unwillingly. Seeing that the wolf leader had died, Lu Nian threw the wolf leader's body aside and sat on the ground, panting. Uncle Franz, thank you so much for what happened just now. Haha. If I have to say thank you, I should thank you. If you hadn't come to support me in time, I would definitely still be in a stalemate with the 3 wolves. This wolf is really crazy. I was really scared just now. Although Lu Nian has the ability to dodge, Lu Nian knows clearly that if he is bitten on the head by the wolf leader at such a close distance, there will be only one outcome. The ability to dodge can help Lu Nian avoid most dangers, such as various bullets. But when facing some special dangers, the ability to dodge is useless. For example, if Lu Nian was hit by an atomic bomb, Lu Nian would not be able to use 9 lives. Lu Nian looked at himself and Uncle Franz, who were covered in wounds, and suddenly thought that this was a good opportunity to use the Holy Light Power. Number 1 allowed Lu Nian to use the Holy Light Power continuously, making the Holy Light Power more proficient and more powerful. Lu Nian made a decision. Uncle Franz, I will use my superpower to help you recover from your injuries. Don't move now. Okay. Uncle Franz had seen Lu Nian use the Holy Light superpower when he was in the small town of Zmel. At that time, Uncle Franz was poisoned by VX gas and his life was in danger. It was Lu Nian who used the Holy Light superpower twice to save his life. Lu Nian walked in front of Uncle Franz, concentrated his mind, and used the Holy Light superpower once. The deep scar on Uncle Franz's body that could be seen through the bone began to heal at a speed visible to the naked eye. Uncle Franz saw this magical scene and admired Lu Nian even more in his heart. Before, Lu Nian needed to rest for 12 hours after using the Holy Light superpower once. But after receiving the superpower transmission of Omega in the small village of Ukaimet, Lu Nian can now use the holy light twice in a row. Lu Nian used the holy light superpower on Uncle Frank for the second time. This time, all the wounds on Uncle Frank's body were scarred and healed. Uncle Frank felt more relaxed than ever before. Chapter 208 Dr. Connors. Lu Nian, I don't know if it's my illusion, but I feel that your holy light ability seems to be more powerful than before. Lu Nian did not answer directly, but showed a relieved smile on his face. Uncle Frank saw this scene and immediately understood. On the other side of the island, the team led by Instructor Jet was gradually going deeper into the jungle. Carrying a heavy load at night, especially in the tropical jungle, is a double test of physical strength and energy for ordinary people. Coach Jet, how much time has passed? What? Can't stand it so soon? Only half an hour has passed. We still have to walk for another hour and a half. Ah, this is too painful. Only those who endure hardships can become superior people. Since you want to be the elite of the killer world, you naturally have to endure hardships that ordinary people can't endure. Otherwise, how can you be the elite? Coach Jet, why don't you tell me about your glorious experience? You are our coach. You can't be completely unrealistic, right? The words of this student immediately resonated with the surrounding students. That's right, Coach Jet. Tell us your story. Yes, we all want to hear it. Coach Jet felt bitter when he saw this. Coach Jet entered the Chennai Shadow Academy through the back door of Dean Nehru. Before joining the Chennai Shadow Academy, Coach Jet was just an ordinary fitness coach. Coach Jet forged his resume and attributed some other people's achievements to himself to get away with it. Fortunately, no one checked all this. After all, it was something that could never be proven. But now, Coach Jet knew that he couldn't escape this time, and he had to tell the students some of his glorious experiences. Otherwise his lifelong reputation might be ruined here. Okay, since you want to hear it, I'll tell you a little bit, just a little bit. Thank you, Coach Jet. Let's get started. I can't wait. Me too. I want to hear a wonderful story. Ahem. Coach Jet cleared his throat and prepared to start talking nonsense. About 3 years ago, there was a big real estate businessman who came to Chennai. You must have heard of this man. His name is. At the same time, in New York, the Crocodile Man began to do evil everywhere. After being successfully brainwashed by Dr. Gordon, the Crocodile Man became a loyal puppet of Dr. Gordon. With a strong fighting force in his hands, Dr. Gordon instantly became confident. Dr. Gordon wanted to dominate the Big Apple City. Dr. Gordon sent the Crocodile Man out to force smart and capable people to join his team. Whenever he encountered resistance or non-cooperation, the Crocodile Man would kill the other party at any time, and even kill the other party's family. For a time, the Big Apple City was in panic, until one day, the Crocodile Man met Peter Parker. That day, the Crocodile Man wanted to capture Dr. Connors, and he happened to meet Peter Parker. Dr. Connors was a military doctor who lost his right arm in the war. After retiring from the army, Dr. Connors became a biology professor. Dr. Connors has always wanted to regenerate his broken arm. By chance, Dr. Connors was inspired by the lizard's ability to regenerate its tail and began to study the lizard's genes. Later, Dr. Connors' experiment was successful, but he turned himself into a half-human, half-lizard monster, the famous Professor Lizard. At this time, Peter Parker had not yet transformed into a real Spider-Man because his uncle had not died yet. He was at most a passionate young man. Peter Parker and Dr. Connors are good friends. Peter Parker has been learning from Dr. Connors recently and is highly regarded by Dr. Connors. When Peter Parker saw Dr. Connors being captured by the Crocodile Man, he was furious and immediately put on a hood and chased him. The two sides fought a big battle on the streets of New York. The Crocodile Man has overwhelming power, while Peter Parker wins in flexibility and recovery ability. Peter Parker used spider silk to tie up the Crocodile Man, but the Crocodile Man used his powerful strength to forcibly break free from the spider silk. The Crocodile Man wanted to fight back, but Peter Parker swung in the air, leaving the Crocodile Man helpless. Asshole, come down if you can. Idiot, come up if you can. Damn it. Finally, a large number of police arrived at the scene. Seeing that the situation was not good, The crocodile man had to give up the plan to catch Dr. Connors and fled in a hurry. The crocodile man's escape was very domineering. A large number of police relied on police cars as cover and shot at the crocodile man. With his developed muscles, the crocodile man ignored the bullets and rushed directly to the front of the police car. With his hands raised, he lifted up a police car that was blocking the road. Seeing the crocodile man so brutal, the police were frightened and gave way. The crocodile man threw the police car to the side of the road and then swaggered away. The police wanted to chase him, but after seeing the crocodile man brutally tearing a passerby who was blocking the road into two halves, everyone chose to remain silent tacitly. The matter was left unresolved. Peter Parker finally succeeded in saving Dr. Connors. This incident had an important impact on Dr. Connors' life. The appearance of the crocodile man made Dr. Connors' eyes light up. Connors has always wanted to regenerate his broken arm, but he could never find a way to break through. The moment he saw the crocodile man, Dr. Connors discovered that there really was someone in this world who had successfully combined humans and creatures. I don't know who has done this. It's so perfect. If I had the honor of meeting that person, maybe my arm would have a chance to be reborn. Dr. Connors now admired Dr. Gordon behind the crocodile man. The sight returned to the isolated island in the Indian Ocean. After a short rest, Lu Nian and Uncle Frank continued their night training. After experiencing the human-wolf war just now, Lu Nian dared not be arrogant anymore. The human-wolf war just now could have been avoided. But Lu Nian took the initiative to attack the wolf pack, which led to the subsequent human-wolf war. The final madness of the head wolf left Lu Nian with lingering fears. If it weren't for Uncle Fran's timely support, Lu Nian might have died in the wolf's mouth. Next, the two began to select some targets that were easier to bully. Suddenly, Uncle Frank grabbed Lu Nian and whispered, "Lu Nian, be careful. That's a Bengal tiger in front." Bengal tiger? How could there be a Bengal tiger here? Chapter 209. Battle with the Bengal tigers. Bengal tiger, also known as Indian tiger. An adult Bengal tiger weighs 160 kilograms to 270 kilograms. It likes to move alone, has no fixed nest, and mostly wanders in the mountains and forests. It is good at swimming but not good at climbing trees. Because Bengal tigers are the most numerous and widely distributed tigers in the world, it is not surprising to encounter a wild Bengal tiger on this isolated island. Lu Nian saw the Bengal tiger in front of him. It was strong, well-proportioned, fierce and majestic, with a powerful aura. "You are worthy of being the king of beasts, Lu Nian. Now is not the time to lament about this. The Meng family tiger seems to have not discovered us yet. Let's leave quietly." "Uncle Frank, why are we running?" Lu Nian, you are not going to rush up and fight with the Bengal tiger?" "Why not? You are crazy. That is a real tiger, not a sick cat." "I know, I just want to test my current limit." "Then there is no need for you to fight a tiger. Only by fighting life and death can I grow. This is too dangerous. I advise you to give up this idea." But Lu Nian had made up his mind and would not listen to Uncle Frank's words. Uncle Frank had to give up when he saw this. Lu Nian looked at the Bengal tiger, eager to try. This was the first time in Lu Nian's life that he had fought with a tiger. The funny thing is that when the Bengal tiger saw Lu Nian, it subconsciously felt that its dinner was coming. The Bengal tiger regarded Lu Nian as its food. The Bengal tiger was very cautious and did not attack immediately. Instead, it kept a distance from Lu Nian and observed its prey. Lu Nian also did not take the initiative to attack, quietly waiting for the Bengal tiger to attack first. Uncle Frank sat on the ground and watched the fight between Lu Nian and the Bengal tiger with interest. Uncle Frank knew that Lu Nian was very powerful, but the Bengal tiger was not a joke. Who will have the last laugh is still unknown. However, just in case, Uncle Frank held the Browning pistol tightly in his hand, ready to support Lu Nian at any time and kill the Bengal tiger. Roar tilde The Bengal tiger roared to cheer himself up. As the king of beasts, the Bengal tiger decided not to embarrass its own kind and took the initiative to attack. The Bengal tiger's jumping power is amazing. Coupled with a weight of hundreds of pounds, an ordinary person will definitely die with just this pounds. Unfortunately, Lu Nian is not an ordinary person. Lu Nian caught the two claws of the Bengal tiger with both hands and started a wrestling match with the Bengal tiger. The Bengal tiger did not expect that the prey would compete with him in strength, and he secretly underestimated the enemy. But soon, the Bengal tiger found out that he was wrong. The prey was no less powerful than himself. The Bengal tiger immediately responded by opening his bloody mouth and trying to bite Lu Nian's head. This move was very similar to the Wolf King just now. How could Lu Nian fall for it? Lu Nian suddenly used his knee to push against the Bengal tiger's belly. The Bengal tiger felt pain and struggled to open Lu Nian's hands. He jumped back 2 steps and continued to stare at Lu Nian. Lu Nian saw the Bengal tiger retreating, but did not pursue it. Instead, he continued to stand in place and be on guard. One man and one tiger, deadlocked there. After what happened just now, the Bengal tiger dared not underestimate the enemy again. After carefully observing Lu Nian, the Bengal tiger thought to himself, "This prey is so small, but it is very strong. I can't fight it head-on." With this thought in mind, the Bengal tiger began to circle around Lu Nian, looking for Lu Nian's flaws. Lu Nian's whole body was tense. His eyes were fixed on the Bengal tiger. He didn't dare to relax for a moment. The Bengal tiger suddenly pounced towards Lu Nian, and Lu Nian raised his hands to fight back reflexively. Who knew it was just a feint by the Bengal tiger? The Bengal tiger pretended to jump, then quickly jumped to the side of Lu Nian and launched a surprise attack. Lu Nian couldn't react in time and was directly pounced to the ground by the Bengal tiger. The Bengal tiger didn't say a word, and was about to bite Lu Nian to death. Bang! At the critical moment, Uncle Frant made a move. A pea-sized blood hole appeared on the Bengal tiger's head. One shot to kill him. Lu Nian collapsed to the ground with a pale face, not wanting to get up. Lu Nian, I told you a long time ago that Bengal tigers are not that easy to deal with. Uncle Frant, thank you. Haha, there's nothing to thank me for. You've saved me many times before, so this time I'll just consider it a favor. I didn't expect this Bengal tiger to be so smart and even know how to use feints. Haha. This Bengal tiger must have lived in the jungle for a long time, so it has rich hunting experience. But I'm thinking about something else. What is it? There may be more than one Bengal tiger in this jungle. Bengal tigers must have parents, grandparents, so there must be at least several Bengal tigers in this jungle. Uncle Frant thought of this problem the first time. After Uncle Frant said that, I also thought of it. Yes, there must be more than one Bengal tiger in this jungle. We'd better leave this jungle as soon as possible. Uncle Frant, don't waste it. This Bengal tiger's body is full of treasures. Let's take it back. Okay. The Bengal tiger's body weighing more than 300 kilograms would be very difficult to carry if Lu Nian and Uncle Frant were alone. Fortunately, there are 2 of them now. Lu Nian and Uncle Frant cooperated to move the Bengal tiger's body back to the vicinity of the temporary tent. While Lu Nian was fighting with the Bengal tiger, a few kilometers away from them, Coach Jet led the students to move forward in the dark in the jungle. Bang! A gunshot was heard in the distance, which was the sound of Uncle Frant shooting the Bengal tiger. Coach Jet, there are gunshots over there. It shouldn't be. How could there be gunshots on this island? We didn't bring guns when we landed on the island. Coach Jet, is someone going to kill us? Don't talk nonsense. Only people from the Shadow Academy know about the existence of this island. Outsiders can't come here. After all, this is the high seas. Even if someone rents a yacht to play, they can't go to such a remote place. Then why are there gunshots? A brave student asked. Coach Jet, should we go over and take a look? Another timid student immediately objected. I think we should not. What if it's an enemy? If you're listening to this novel on a channel other than Fanfic World, it means they downloaded and uploaded it without effort. We cordially invite you to visit our channel, Mundo Fanfic Novelist. There you'll find the original version of this story and you can explore many other novels of various genres. We're waiting for you to immerse yourself in a world of incredible novels. Chapter 210 Encounter. At the insistence of Coach Jet, the group still moved towards the place where the gunshots were heard. All the students were worried. They were unarmed and were carrying weights, while the other side had a gun. If it was an enemy, the outcome would not be very good no matter how you look at it. Coach Jet had his own considerations. The gunshot just now only rang once, which meant that the number of the other side was small. no more than 3 people at most. And Coach Jet judged that the other side might only have this gun, otherwise there should have been at least 2 gunshots just now. Considering these, Coach Jet decided to meet the person who fired the gun. Coach Jet had 2 purposes for this trip. First, after all, this island belongs to the Shadow Academy, and ordinary people are prohibited from landing on the island. Coach Jet wanted to swear the sovereignty of the island. Second, to give the students a chance to practice. It is better to fight with real swords and guns than to talk about it on paper. No matter what the identity of the other party is, if they appear on this island, they are invaders. Whether Lu Nian and Uncle Frant bow their heads or not, Coach Jet does not intend to keep the other party alive. On the other side, Lu Nian and Uncle Frant carried the tiger back, after experiencing the battle between the wolf and the tiger, and releasing the holy light power twice. Lu Nian was exhausted physically and mentally, and his body was almost at its limit. Lu Nian, do you want to be a tiger-killing hero in the future? Lu Nian shook his head and said, no, this is not something people should play, haha. But our harvest is not small, 9 wolves and a tiger, we can sell them for a good price, especially the tiger's body. They are all treasures, which can be sold for a good price. Seeing Uncle Frant's money-grubbing look, Lu Nian almost dropped his jaw in shock. Uncle Frant, are you short of money? I don't have a job. Where can I get money? I always thought Uncle Frant was very rich. In fact, this is Uncle Frant's sad point. After retiring from the Marine Corps, Uncle Frant worked for the government for a period of time as an agent of a government department. Later, after all his family members were killed by their enemies, Uncle Frant became a punisher to punish evil and promote good. Uncle Frant had hundreds of thousands of dollars in his bank card. These were the insurance money Uncle Frant received after his family members died. So Uncle Frant vowed to use all the money to punish evil and promote good. When Lu Nian and Uncle Frant were sleeping soundly in the tent, Coach Jet led the students to the tiger hunting site. With his rich experience in outdoor survival, Coach Jet deduced that a fierce fight had taken place here. Coach Jet deliberately showed off. The soil on the ground has been renovated, which must have been left by the beast when it was active, and there are bloodstains here, which must have been a fight between someone and the beast just now. Coach Jet is so powerful, you can see this. You are worthy of being Coach Jet. Hearing the students' flattery, Coach Jet was very happy. Coach Jet thought to himself, it seems that I have to show off more often in the future, so that I can win the respect of the students. Okay, let's go. As long as we follow the blood trail, we will soon find the person who just fought with the beast. Okay, Coach Jet. With the professional Coach Jet leading the way, the students were full of confidence. Ding-a-ling, ding-a-ling. The trap set by Uncle Frant was triggered. Lu Nian, get up quickly, there's danger. Uncle Frant turned over and woke Lu Nian up, then checked the situation around. Lu Nian got up sleepily. Uncle Frant, what's the situation outside now? Someone should be coming. The number is unknown. Uncle Frant, will anyone come to this deserted island? If it's a wild beast, it will definitely not touch my trap, so it must be a person. What should we do now? Let's wait and see. In the bushes outside the tent, Coach Jet and 20 students were lurking inside. Just now, a reckless student rushed forward and touched the trap. Stupid, don't you know how to walk carefully? Coach Jet, I didn't mean to do that. I didn't expect the other party to set a trap here. It's too late to say anything now. The other party must have discovered us. Coach Jet, what should we do now? The other party didn't take action, which means that they are now afraid to use force. We must not be anxious. Remember, as a good killer, you must never lose your composure. Coach Jet, we have learned our lesson. Uncle Frant saw that the people outside did not move, and immediately whispered to Lu Nian, Lu Nian, it's the enemy. Get the gun. Why? If ordinary people touched the trap, they would definitely come out and apologize to us. But they chose to remain silent, which means they don't want to expose their position. Who else would do this except the enemy? I understand. Lu Nian immediately took out his pistol and prepared for battle. Coach Jet was still complacent, not realizing that he was about to face a disaster. The two sides were deadlocked for more than 10 minutes. Lu Nian, go back to sleep. I'll watch. Uncle Frant, You should go back to sleep. I'll watch. No need. Uncle, you're in good health. You fought with the Bengal tiger last night and consumed too much energy. Have a good rest. I guess these guys outside are also waiting. They want to wait until we relax our vigilance and attack us unexpectedly. Unfortunately, they miscalculated. I won't be fooled by them. Uncle Frank, what if they have guns? Haha. If they have guns, they would have opened fire long ago. I guess they either don't have guns, or there are only 2 or 3 people who dare not attack. Uncle Frank also had his miscalculations. He didn't expect that Coach Jeter would be so professional and lead all the students astray. Uncle Frank would never dream that there were only a group of unarmed live targets outside, and each of them was carrying a 20-kilogram weight. Time passed in the blink of an eye and it was the early morning of May 20th. Coach Jeter, when are we going to act? I'm almost falling asleep. The other side must be thinking the same thing. The more times come, the more we must persevere to the end. A good killer must be very patient. Coach Jeter, we have learned a lesson. In the tent, Lu Nian and Uncle Frank were getting a little impatient. Uncle Frank, how about we attack? Of course we can, but we don't know the exact location of the enemy. Chapter 211, One-sided battle. Uncle Frank, we have guns. We can shoot tentatively. This will definitely put psychological pressure on the other side. Good idea. But we can't all be exposed. Let me shoot to attract their attention, and you take the opportunity to observe where there is any abnormality. Okay. Uncle Frank took out his pistol and fired a few shots at the bushes outside. Uncle Frank's actions scared Coach Jet, who was hiding in the bushes. Why doesn't this guy play by the rules? At this time, he should be going to sleep soon. Although the students were hiding, they were still worried. Coach Jet, why did he suddenly shoot? Don't worry. It's okay. He was just shooting tentatively. Uncle Frank used up a magazine of bullets, changed the number of bullets, and continued shooting. Coach Jet, it's too dangerous. What if he shoots at us? As an excellent killer, you must be able to remain calm in the face of danger and not panic. Look at you. What a disgrace. As soon as Coach Jet finished speaking, Uncle Frank's hand deviated and hit the tree trunk next to Coach Jet. Coach Jet instantly felt that he had brushed shoulders with death. Coach Jet was so scared that his face turned pale and he stood there motionless. Coach Jet, you are so amazing. You almost got killed, but you didn't react at all. You are worthy of being my idol. Coach Jet, we are proud of you. That's right, that's right. Coach Jet cursed in his heart. You bastards, are you afraid that I won't be killed by the other party, right? Coach Jet made a silencing gesture to the students. SHH, all of you be quiet, now, right now. Seeing Coach Jet speak, the students immediately quieted down. Inside the tent, Uncle Frank couldn't help but admire these opponents. I fired so many shots, but they were still able to hide and keep their composure. They are not ordinary people. This is the sea area where the Taj appeared. Could it be that the opponent is from the Chennai Shadow Academy? Uncle Frank thought for a moment and guessed the true identity of the opponent. At this time, Lu Nian had already crawled out of the tent and observed the position of the opponent. Although Coach Jet spoke to the students in a low voice, it still couldn't be hidden from Lu Nian's extraordinary hearing. Lu Nian waved to Uncle Frank, and then pointed in the direction of Coach Jet. Uncle Frank immediately understood. Uncle Frank was silent for a while, then suddenly changed to M16 and fired fiercely at the position where Coach Jet was. Da. Coach Jet immediately understood that his whereabouts had been discovered by the opponent. With his life in the hands of the other party, Coach Jet immediately shouted, "Don't shoot, don't shoot, we have no ill intentions." Uncle Frank couldn't help but sneer in his heart when he heard Coach Jet's words. No ill intentions? Then why didn't you show up earlier or later, and had to speak when I shot you? I. Coach Jet's forehead was already covered with sweat. How is it? You can't say it? I just happened to pass by here and saw a tent here, so I wanted to come over and ask for a drink. Okay, there are a lot of drinks in the tent. Come over and drink now. Coach Jet was stunned when he heard it. Why didn't the other party play by the rules? Shouldn't he be driven away at this time? But Uncle Frank had already spoken. If Coach Jet left at this time, it must mean that he had something to hide. What's wrong? Didn't you come over to ask for a drink? Why don't you come quickly? I've already prepared it for you. I suddenly don't feel thirsty anymore. I'd better not disturb you. No, in addition to drinks, I also have barbecue here. Come and eat with us. I don't eat meat. I have other food here. Please come quickly. Uncle Franz made up his mind to make the other party show up. Coach Jet is now in a dilemma. Coach Jet, what should we do now? Coach Jet, do you think we should sneak into the tent? Coach Jet began to think of countermeasures quickly in his mind. At this time, Lu Nian had quietly cut off their retreat. Lu Nian saw the figure, and without saying a word, he drew his gun and shot. Lu Nian thought, since Uncle Franz said these people are enemies, I'll just kill them. Before Coach Jet had time to think of a countermeasure, he heard gunshots from behind. At this time, even a fool would know that he was being framed. One student was hit in the head by Lu Nian and died. Don't shoot, I surrender. In the face of death, Coach Jet decisively chose to put down his dignity. The students around him looked at Coach Jet with incredible eyes. You bunch of idiots. Surrender quickly. As an excellent killer, you must always remember one thing. If you keep the Green Mountains, you will never worry about lack of firewood. Coach Jet, you are so awesome. Coach Jet is right. If you keep the Green Mountains, you will never worry about lack of firewood. Surrender, surrender. We surrender. Don't shoot. A large group of people raised their hands and stood up. Seeing this, Lu Nian immediately stopped shooting. At this time, Uncle Franz also came out of the temporary tent with an M16. Who is the leader? The students pointed at Coach Jet in unison. Him. Coach Jet's face became extremely embarrassed when he saw this scene. Tell me, what on earth are you doing here? Coach Jet kept mumbling for a long time, but he couldn't find any excuse. This isolated island is located in a remote area and on the high seas. Coach Jet himself didn't believe that he was organizing an outing for students. Uncle Franz saw this and glared at him. Can't tell? Then go to hell. No, don't kill me. I'll confess. I'm the coach of the Chennai Shadow Academy. My name is Jet. The two of you are not only agile, but also able to move freely on this isolated island. You are really outstanding. I wonder if you are interested in joining the Chennai Shadow Academy? I guarantee that you can serve as the coach. At this point, Coach Jet had no choice but to try his luck and started to talk nonsense. Uncle Franz and Lu Nian laughed at the same time when they heard this. Haha, are you from the Chennai Shadow Academy? Coach Jet pointed at the students and said, that's right, they are also from the Chennai Shadow Academy. Chapter 212 Tracking. Coach Jet sold out all the students present with just one sentence. Uncle Franz and Lu Nian looked at each other, and both of them were filled with murderous intent. Uncle Franz and the Ten Rings gang were already in a life-and-death relationship. The Shadow Academy has been providing high-quality killers for the Blade Hall of the Ten Rings gang for many years, and is Uncle Franz's archenemy. Although these men and women in front of them are still a little green, they are destined to become killers in the future when their prosperity fades. Even if they cannot work in the Blade Hall of the Ten Rings gang, they may join other killer organizations. In order to cut the grass and root out the roots, Uncle Franz and Lu Nian made a difficult decision. After a burst of random gunfire, Uncle Franz and Lu Nian left without looking back. At the same time, another Shadow Academy team that was training at night returned to the shore. This coach was much smarter than Coach Jet. After hearing the gunshots, he immediately led the students away from the right and wrong places, returned to the shore, and waited for help. Of course, his goal was the same as Coach Jet's, which was to kill the strangers on the island. The Shadow Academy's territory would never allow anyone else to get involved. After the coach used the transmitter on the island to send a distress signal to the Taj, a speedboat loaded with ammunition immediately sped towards the isolated island. Near the center of the island, Lu Nian and Uncle Franz began to prepare for the next step. Lu Nian, it seems that we accidentally broke into the training base of the Chennai Shadow Academy. Well, Uncle Franz, do you have any plans? Yes, we killed so many people from the Chennai Shadow Academy. They will definitely not give up. Uncle Franz means that we should ambush near here first, wait patiently for their reinforcements to arrive, and then catch them all in one fell swoop. Well, this way is the most certain. Okay. What do we need to prepare? Some simple arrangements are still needed. Uncle Frank, just give the order. I'm listening. Very good. That's the fighting spirit. Uncle Frank asked Lu Nian to help cut down trees to prepare for traps. But at this time, an accident happened. The superpower in Lu Nian's body was almost used up, and Lu Nian found that he could not cut down the tree. Uncle Frank, no, I can't cut down the tree now. Sorry, Lu Nian, I forgot that your superpower is used up. Let's set the trap in another way. 20 students of the Shadow Academy were carrying 20 kilograms of weights. Uncle Frank opened them one by one, searched them, and found a lot of useful materials. Uncle Frank used local materials to set up 6 traps in 6 different directions. After setting the traps, Uncle Frank and Lu Nian hid in a dense bush and began to wait patiently for the people from the Chennai Shadow Academy to come to them. 2 hours later, another team of 21 people, fully armed, began to enter the depths of the jungle for an armed search. The strong smell of blood attracted many hungry beasts. A gluttonous feast specially for entertaining beasts officially kicked off. Where there is food, there will be disputes. Although there was a lot of food at the scene, the beasts were selfish. Some strong beasts wanted to take more food, and a fierce hero gathering broke out at the scene. Many weak animals also wanted to come and share some leftovers, but in the end they ended up with a miserable end. Bang bang bang! As a burst of gunfire rang out, the beasts that had just gathered together scattered instantly. There were beasts who were not afraid of death and bravely pounced on the people of the Shadow Academy, but they were naturally shot into sieves. Although the scene was bloody and the identity of the dead could no longer be identified, the only team on the entire island that could have so many people was the team led by Coach Jet. Coach, we've counted and there are about 21 bodies. What do you mean by about? Many of the bodies have been almost eaten by wild beasts, and it's difficult for us to piece together a complete body. Then it's uncertain? Yes, maybe there are survivors. Coach, how do you think they died? How should I know? But from the appearance of so many wild beasts just now, I suspect they may have been attacked by wild beasts. Coach, I have a major discovery. I found bullets here. Idiot. We just fired. Of course there will be bullets here. Coach, the bullets were found inside the bodies. What? So they were attacked and killed. Coach, have you forgotten? We heard a burst of gunfire before. I remember. Damn it. Who is it? How dare they lay a hand on our Chennai Shadow Academy? Coach, what should we do now? Search these surroundings and find the murderer. Avenge them. Yes, Coach. The 20 students immediately divided into groups of 4 and began to search the surroundings. At this time, Uncle Frank and Lu Nian, who were hiding in the dark, finally had the chance to make a move. Uncle Frank and Lu Nian targeted a search team consisting of 4 men and 1 woman. Lu Nian, when they enter the trap, don't shoot, use a dagger to kill them. Okay, Uncle Frank. Uncle Frank deliberately used bloodstains to make a path to the underworld. The 4 men and 1 woman followed the bloodstains and searched, thinking they had found an important clue, unaware that they were about to die. Soon, the man walking in front stepped on the trap, was caught in the net and fell on the tree. Help, help. Okay, don't be nervous, it's just a little trick. We'll save you right away. Another man wanted to rescue his companion, but fell into the second trap. Uncle Frank set up a chain trap, one after another. The third man taunted mercilessly, "You 2 idiots, have you forgotten what the coach said? Never underestimate our opponents. One negligence will cost you your life." Then, the third man self-righteously found a thicker branch nearby and began to tentatively touch the ground near the trap, trying to trigger the trap. After confirming that there was no problem, the third man walked under the big tree with confidence, wanting to untie the rope and let his companion down. It turned out that there were nails on the rope that Uncle Frank had arranged in advance. The third man was not careful and his hand was cut by the nail. Damn it. You played such a trick on me. Don't worry about it. Let us down first. Chapter 213, Total Annihilation. Part 1. Uncle Frank had poisoned the nails. This poison comes from a tropical poisonous grass, which is very common on this island. Although this poison is not fatal, it can cause hallucinations or fainting. The third man cursed and tried to untie the rope again. At this time, the poison took effect, and the third man's body swayed and finally fell to the ground. Uncle Frant immediately whispered to Lu Nian, "Lu Nian, do it. You are responsible for killing that woman." "Okay." The last remaining woman saw this scene and was panicked. The woman held the gun tightly in her hand and looked around vigilantly. Seeing this, the two people in the trap complained dissatisfiedly, "Why don't you let us down quickly?" "That's right, it's better for four of us to fight than two people, right? Why are you so timid to be a killer? You might as well go home and farm." That's right, that's right." The woman rolled her eyes at the two people and retorted dissatisfiedly, "If it weren't for you two losers, would he have fallen? You two losers who betray your teammates are nothing." "Bah, if I hadn't fallen into the trap instead of you, I would definitely be in your position now." "That's right, you two stop talking nonsense." The three people started a quarrel. In the end, the woman didn't intend to let the two men out of the trap. Just when the three people were quarreling fiercely, Lu Nian suddenly took action. Lu Nian rushed over at lightning speed and accurately inserted the dagger in his hand into the woman's heart. The woman died before she could even groan. The two people who fell into the trap clearly saw Lu Nian holding a dagger and standing behind the woman. The two people immediately warned the woman loudly, "Turn back, there are people behind you who want to kill you, be careful." But the woman was angry and didn't believe what the two people said at all. In the end, all of them teamed up to have tea with God. After getting rid of these four people, Uncle Frant and Lu Nian immediately went to the next trap location, intending to do the same thing and get rid of another search team. It was another trap set by Uncle Frant. Two of the four people were also ambushed and fell on the tree. The third person went to rescue people, but was poisoned and fainted. This time, the last person left was trembling with fear, turned around and ran away, saying that he was going back to call for help. The two companions hanging on the tree kept cursing the escaped companion loudly for being disloyal. But soon, they couldn't curse anymore. Lu Nian and Uncle Frant suddenly appeared and saved their sinful souls. After washing their sinful souls, they can happily drink tea with God. Next, Lu Nian and Uncle Frant went to the third trap, but it was much more harmonious here. Except for a man who fainted on the ground due to poisoning, the remaining three were intact. Seeing that this group was more difficult, Lu Nian and Uncle Frant chose to leave and avoid the enemy. Then the two of them came to the fourth trap. There was only one person in this trap, the coach of this team. The coach was very confident and went out to search alone, but he fell into the trap set by Uncle Frant. "Is there anyone? Is there anyone? Someone come and put me down." But no matter how the coach shouted, no one around could hear him. All the students were searching in different directions, so it was impossible for anyone to find him in a short time. Oh, what bad luck! How could this happen this time? Just when the coach was complaining to himself, Lu Nian and Uncle Frant appeared in front of the coach. "Hello, no matter who you are, put me down quickly, I will definitely thank you very much." The coach thought to himself, "When you two put me down, I will kill you two immediately. No strangers are allowed on this island." But Uncle Frant and Lu Nian didn't think so. "I'm sorry, but we won't let you down." "Why? I can give you whatever you want." "What if we want your life? Will you give it to us?" Hearing what Uncle Frant said, the coach's heart stomped and a strong sense of crisis surged in his heart. "Uncle Frant, in order to avoid more trouble, let's do it quickly." Uncle Frant took out a dagger and walked towards the coach. "Let's discuss it. Don't use knives or guns." "Haha. I'm afraid you don't think so in your heart. After we put you down, you will definitely repay kindness with hatred and kill us." "How do you know what I'm thinking, Humphrey?" "It's normal for people from the Shadow Academy to do anything." "No, you can't kill me, otherwise, the Shadow Academy will fight you to the death." "Humphrey, you don't have to fight us to the death. We will fight you to the death." Uncle Frant slashed with the dagger, and a stream of hot blood immediately gushed out of the coach's throat. The coach covered his throat in pain, struggled for a while, and died. Lu Nian and Uncle Frant quickly went to the next trap, but this time, they were a step late. This trap was triggered by the Shadow Academy, but the four people from the Shadow Academy had already left. "Uncle Frant, they still have 12 people. What should we do now?" "Defeat them one by one." "Uncle Frant, I will do whatever you say." "Okay, let's kill one team with guns first." and the other two teams will definitely be attracted by the gunfire. Then we will attack from the front and back and kill them all. Okay. Uncle Frank observed the traces on the ground and quickly confirmed which direction the Shadow Academy people left from. He decisively took Lu Nian to chase them. With Lu Nian's own night vision ability, the two quickly caught up with the Shadow Academy team. After a not very fierce gun battle, Lu Nian and Uncle Frank wiped out the four people on the opposite side. The four people on the opposite side were blind at night. Although they had torches in their hands, they had no way to deal with Lu Nian and Uncle Frank hiding in the dark, and could only shoot randomly around. However, Lu Nian could clearly see his opponent and hit him accurately. As expected by Uncle Frank, the other two teams heard the gunshots and immediately came to support. Lu Nian and Uncle Frank surrounded the four corpses, and then Uncle Frank set a trap next to the corpses, waiting for the opponent to fall into the trap. Chapter 214, Total Annihilation, Part 2. After setting up the trap, Lu Nian and Uncle Frank split into two groups, ambushing on the left and right. The two teams did not arrive at the scene at the same time. The first team that arrived at the scene was immediately attacked from both sides by Lu Nian and Uncle Frank, and two students were killed on the spot. The remaining two people were so scared that they immediately lay on the ground, not daring to move. But even so, they still couldn't escape the double pursuit of Lu Nian and Uncle Frank. Accompanied by bursts of gunfire, the two were killed under a big tree. The last team heard the gunfire again and immediately accelerated to support, but they were still a step too late. Lu Nian and Uncle Frank had already cleaned up the battlefield and hid again. When the four people arrived together, there was a strong smell of blood in the air. There is a strong smell of blood here. I smell it too. Did the people in the team die? That shouldn't be the case. The four of them have guns in their hands, while the opponent seems to have only two people and two guns. How could they lose? It's hard to say. Maybe the opponent this time is very cunning. Where are the others? Why didn't they come to support? Maybe they are still on the way. Tonight is really a long night. What should we do now? Should we bury the people? Don't touch their bodies for now. Wait until the coach comes. The coach should have heard the gunshots and will definitely come to check. Okay, this is the only way now. After the discussion, the four people sat on the ground to rest, which gave Lu Nian and Uncle Frank a great opportunity to launch a sneak attack. Lu Nian and Uncle Frank had a tacit understanding and launched the attack at the same time. Gunshots rang out at both ends at the same time. One of them was shot dead directly, and the other was seriously injured. The other two became frightened birds, pale with fear, and quickly hid behind a big tree, not daring to move. The seriously injured man on the ground kept groaning in pain, but soon, his pain ended. Bang! With a gunshot, the seriously injured man was also shot dead. The remaining two people quickly picked up their guns to fight back, but gunshots were heard from both ends, and they didn't know what to do. Lu Nian and Uncle Frank continued to attack, and the tree trunk was scarred and full of bullet holes, but the two people hiding behind the tree were not injured. Seeing this, Lu Nian and Uncle Frank immediately moved quietly to choose a better shooting position. Hearing the gunshots stop, the two people behind the tree also knew the situation they were about to face. The most urgent thing is that they must organize an effective counterattack. There are only two people on the opposite side, the two of us, one against one. Are you okay? No problem. In this situation, it's either you die or I die. It's good that you know. You should be mentally prepared. You don't have to say more. From the moment I joined the Shadow Academy, I was mentally prepared. The two raised their guns, cheered up, and began to fight back. They did not continue to hide behind the tree, but used the surrounding trees as cover, constantly moving in a roundabout way towards the shooting location. Seeing this, Lu Nian and Uncle Frank were overjoyed. Originally, they could have lived a little longer by hiding behind the tree, but now, they actually rushed over to die. Uncle Frank took the lead in killing the enemies on his side. Compared with Uncle Frank, Lu Nian's speed was a little slower. Lu Nian relied on his superpower of dodging to successfully kill his opponent. All the enemies were eliminated, and only Lu Nian and Uncle Frank were left on the island. Lu Nian, let's take a break and leave early tomorrow morning. Uncle Frank, don't we have to wait on the island? Well, Do you mean that the Chennai Shadow Academy will send people to the island again? It's very likely. We didn't see any ships on the side where we landed. I think they must have landed from another beach. Let's find where they parked their ships and catch them off guard. Uncle Fran thought for a while, nodded and said, "Okay, now, we are in the dark and the enemy is in the light. There is no reason for us to lose." Lu Nian and Uncle Fran first packed up the spoils and replenished their ammunition, then walked to the beach and began to look for the place where the Chennai Shadow Academy parked its ships. As for the corpses on the ground, Lu Nian and Uncle Fran were too lazy to bury them, leaving them to fend for themselves. On the morning of May 20th, Lu Nian and Uncle Fran finally found the place where the Chennai Shadow Academy parked its ships. There was nothing useful on the ship. Uncle Fran thought about it and did some tricks on the engine of the ship, making these ships completely useless. "Uncle Fran, where should we wait?" "Should we wait on the ship? There is not even a shelter on this ship. It is too dangerous. Let's wait in the nearest forest. It is safe there." "Okay." "Lu Nian, are you hungry? I brought some food here, but it is cold." Uncle Fran is really thoughtful. Lu Nian and Uncle Fran ate tiger meat for breakfast. All morning, Chennai Shadow Academy did not send anyone to check on the island. There were 42 people on the island, and they were also supported by weapons and equipment. Dean Neri felt that this was foolproof, so he did not think of sending anyone to check. A day passed like this, in a blink of an eye. It was the morning of May 21st. On the Taj, a vice dean found Nehru and asked worriedly, "Dean Nehru, there has been no news from the people on the island. Will something happen to them?" "There are 42 people on the island, and they have weapons and equipment in their hands. What can be the problem? But most of them are students. Those students lack practical experience. I am worried." People always have to grow. Sometimes this kind of growth requires the price of blood. "But Dean, they are the elites of this class of students. Don't say it anymore. If they really died on the island, it was also their bad luck." "Sometimes, luck is also part of strength." "Dean, I think we should send someone to take a look. There are still some guards on the ship. I suggest that they go to the island to take a look." Dean Nehru pondered for a while, nodded and said, "Okay, since you insist, let's send a squadron to the island to take a look." A security squadron of Chennai Shadow Academy has a full 30 people. It can be seen that Dean Nehru is also somewhat concerned about the situation on the island. Chapter 215, Bloody Battle on the Beach. In the forest on the shore, Lu Nian and Uncle Fran waited for a whole day. Lu Nian hid in the tree with nothing to do. "Uncle Fran, will they not come? A whole day has passed." "Hey, I don't know." Uncle Fran began to lose confidence in the ambush plan. "Uncle Fran, how about we go back? Let's wait a little longer. We have been waiting for a day. If we leave now, all our arrangements will be wasted." "But it's not a good idea for us to wait like this." "What if they don't come? Wait another day. If they don't send anyone tomorrow, we will leave this island." "Okay." Lu Nian had nothing to do on the island, so he had to borrow number one's hand to read the news and find some novels to read. It was very convenient for Lu Nian to read the news and novels, because Lu Nian only needed to use his brain to think and he could see what he wanted to see. Uncle Fran was not so relaxed. The boring waiting made Uncle Fran very painful. Lu Nian, come on, talk to me." "What are you doing?" Uncle Fran, just say whatever you want to say. I'm listening." "You've been out for more than half a month. You've experienced so many dangers along the way. Have you ever been afraid?" "Of course, and several times. The first time was when the terrorists hijacked the plane. I didn't know how to fly, but I had to sit in the cockpit of the plane. I was very scared at that time. The second time was in the small town of Zmail. Uncle Fran was poisoned. I was really scared at that time, afraid that I would lose Uncle Fran from then on. The third time was yesterday, when we were fighting with the Bengal tiger. If Uncle Fran hadn't shot me in time, I might have died in the tiger's mouth." "Haha, this is normal. It's human nature to be afraid. After all, no one is not afraid of death." "Uncle Fran, have you ever been afraid?" "I'm numb. I've seen too many lives and deaths on the battlefield. Many good comrades were still chatting and laughing with you one minute, and were shot dead by the enemy's sniper the next minute." "Uncle Fran, haha." "Lu Nian, you don't have to comfort me. I'm fine." "Uncle Fran, You will no longer be fighting alone in the future. You still have me. Okay, Lu Nian, I believe in you. Let's fight side by side in the future and eliminate all evil on the earth. Lu Nian was stunned when he heard Uncle Fran's words. Uncle Fran, is the goal you set a little too big? Not much. Since you have to set a goal, you must set it a little bit bigger. Lu Nian nodded with enlightenment. Well, what Uncle Fran said seems to make sense. At about 3 o'clock in the afternoon of that day, 3 speedboats appeared on the sea in the distance. Lu Nian immediately shouted excitedly, Uncle Fran, look, something's happening. Uncle Fran was excited. Here they come, they are finally here. The security squadron of the Chennai Shadow Academy has a total of 30 people and is equipped with heavy firepower. Although the Chennai Shadow Academy was established to train killers, the members of the Chennai Shadow Academy Security Squadron are all masters carefully selected from retired special forces from various countries. Especially in a head-on confrontation, the Security Squadron has extremely strong combat effectiveness and can even resist a company of regular troops. 3 speedboats quickly stopped at the shore. The 30 people were divided into 2 teams. One team stayed on the shore to guard the boats, and the other team went into the jungle to search. The team responsible for staying on the shore had only 10 people, but they were equipped with heavy weapons and could easily resist the attack. The team that entered the jungle to search was composed of 20 people, and everyone was armed to the teeth. Seeing this, Uncle Fran decided to take the approach of besieging and attacking the reinforcements again, first attacking the team left on the shore, and then turning back to deal with the other team. In this battle, Lu Nian will be the main force, facing the rain of bullets. Lu Nian was never afraid. Lu Nian, you will attract their attention from the front later, and I will take the opportunity to launch a sneak attack from the side. Okay. Lu Nian agreed to Uncle Fran's proposal without hesitation. Lu Nian and Uncle Fran waited until the search team completely left before taking action. An hour later, Lu Nian appeared in front of the enemy alone. When the security guard saw Lu Nian appear, he immediately warned, "Stop, if you don't stop, I will shoot." Lu Nian showed a strange smile on his face. Lu Nian took the lead in pulling out his pistol and fired 2 shots at the opposite side. The security guard reacted quickly. The moment Lu Nian pulled out his pistol, he immediately lowered his head and avoided Lu Nian's attack. Enemy attack! Enemy attack! Brothers, come quickly! The remaining 9 security guards immediately rushed over with guns to provide support. 10 people attacked Lu Nian like crazy, but Lu Nian dodged left and right, perfectly avoiding all the bullets. This scene made the 10 security guards dumbfounded. Is this guy a monster? He might be a superpower. The bullets can't hit. What's the point of this? Try using that guy. Okay. A security guard immediately took out a rocket launcher from the boat and blasted it at Lu Nian. Boom. With a huge explosion, the place where Lu Nian stood was instantly wrapped in black fog. When the smoke dissipated, Lu Nian appeared in front of the 10 security guards in tattered clothes. He's not dead yet? Is he a monster? How is this possible? Oh my god, what kind of monster is this? In fact, Lu Nian was very uncomfortable at this time. Although the rocket launcher did not kill Lu Nian, it seriously injured Lu Nian. No matter how strong Lu Nian's superpowers are, he can't withstand a large-scale explosion attack. The moment the rocket launcher appeared, Lu Nian started running at full speed, trying to avoid the attack of the rocket launcher. But Lu Nian was still inevitably affected by the explosion. Fuck. I almost lost my life here this time. Beforehand, Lu Nian and Uncle Fran had never thought that the other party would have heavy weapons such as rocket launchers. Otherwise, even if Lu Nian had 10 times the courage, he would not dare to be so arrogant. On the other side, Uncle Fran saw the other party took out a rocket launcher and immediately activated the backup plan. Uncle Fran had placed remote-controlled bombs at the engines of several other ships in advance. Uncle Fran saw that Lu Nian was in danger and immediately activated the remote-control device. Boom, boom. Several large explosions occurred on the sea in succession, scaring the 10 security guards. Chapter 216, Bloody Battle on the Beach, continued. Lu Nian seized the opportunity created by Uncle Fran and drew his gun to shoot. At this time, the 10 security guards had not yet recovered from the shock of the explosion. The sudden attack launched by Lu Nian caught them off guard and they suffered heavy casualties in an instant. Uncle Frant also seized the opportunity and attacked from the side. The 10 security guards suffered heavy casualties and wanted to retreat to the boat and then escape to the sea. But how could Lu Nian and Uncle Frant give them a chance to escape? After a fierce attack, all 10 security guards received box lunges. The search team in the jungle heard the gunshots and explosions from the seaside and rushed to the seaside to rescue as soon as possible. After the first battle, Uncle Frant quickly began to clean up the battlefield. The bodies on the ground were not dealt with, but Uncle Frant took away all the guns, ammunition, rocket launchers and other weapons. Uncle Frant quickly installed remote control detonators on the 3 ships that the security squadron was riding. Lu Nian carried all the spoils and hid in the jungle again. After Uncle Frant had made all the arrangements, he met up with Lu Nian, and the two of them quietly waited for the search team to return. The 20 people in the search team returned in 2 groups. Lu Nian and Uncle Frant saw that only 10 people returned in the first group, so they did not take action. What happened? Are they all dead? They should have been killed by a sneak attack. They even used rocket launchers, but still failed to defeat the enemy. How did you know? Can't you see the traces left by the explosion? Except for rocket launchers, ordinary guns can't have such great power. So, they are facing a fully armed army? Very likely. Judging from the density of the gunfire just now, it is definitely not a battle caused by 2 or 3 people. What should we do now? Don't worry. Go to the ship first to search and see if our people have left any clues. Okay. After a search, damn, all the supplies on the ship are gone. The communication equipment is also damaged. Can the speedboat still be driven? I don't know. Then go and try it quickly. The security guard quickly returned to the speedboat and drove the speedboat around the sea. No problem. The speedboat can still be driven normally. That's good. At least our retreat has not been cut off. But 10 people died at once. How are we going to explain to Dinero when we go back? The opponent is too strong, and we are powerless. Besides, in the jungle, we searched for a long time, but didn't find a single figure. This is really unusual. I suspect that the 42 people who landed on the island before are all dead. No way. Why not? Even 10 of our brothers died. Based on this strength, the 42 people who were on the island before are definitely in danger. What should we do now? After the other 10 brothers come back, we will immediately leave the island and return to the Taj. Then the task of finding people. What are we looking for if they are all dead? But Dinero, although we are nominally security guards of Chennai Shadow Academy, we are actually like mercenaries. We have completed the mission this time, and all the people who landed on the island have been confirmed dead. Just do as I say. Yes, Deputy Captain. 15 minutes later, another team returned to the shore. Captain, all 10 people left on the shore were killed in the battle. I suspect that an army is ambushing on this island. I suggest leaving here immediately. Have you confirmed it? I have confirmed the traces of battle at the scene. They even used rocket launchers, which shows that the opponent is very strong. In this case, we want to retreat and then make a long-term plan. Yes, Captain. The remaining 20 people sat in 3 speedboats and wanted to escape from the island. After confirming that everyone was on the speedboat, Uncle Frant pressed the button of the remote control detonator without hesitation. Boom, boom, boom. 3 consecutive explosions, and huge waves were raised on the entire sea. All 3 speedboats were detonated. 20 security guards, except for those who died on the spot, were injured to varying degrees. Lu Nian and Uncle Frant immediately rushed up and beat the drowning dog. The security guards were in the water and could not launch an effective counterattack at all, and could only passively take the beating. The surviving security guards later learned to hold their breath underwater and swim towards the sea. When they could no longer hold their breath, they came out to take a breath and then continued to swim. They were about to escape. Uncle Frant, what should we do now? They will definitely regret it in a while, because being killed by us is actually a very happy thing. Why? Just wait and see. The smell of blood in the sea gradually became stronger. The real overlord of the Indian Ocean is not the United States or India, but the sharks in the sea. A large group of sharks smelled the blood and swam towards the island. The security guards who had just successfully swam away ruthlessly mocked Lu Nian and Uncle Friend. But before they could be happy for long, a large group of sharks surrounded them. The first person who discovered the shark immediately shouted, "Fuck, there are sharks in the water. Everyone, swim to the shore." At this time, they no longer cared about Lu Nian and Uncle Friend's bullets. Rather than being bitten to death by sharks, they would rather die under the guns of Lu Nian and Uncle Friend. But at this time, Lu Nian and Uncle Friend were too lazy to waste bullets. The strong smell of blood in the water deeply stimulated the sharks, and each shark became very violent. "Ah, no!" Screams came from the sea, and the blood completely dyed the sea red. Uncle Friend sat leisurely on the shore, took out a cigarette, lit it, and blew smoke rings. "Hutilda, it's finally over." "Uncle Friend, should we save them?" "Of course not." "But, Lu Nian, don't forget, they were the ones who wanted to kill you just now. When they shot you with a rocket launcher, they didn't think about saving you." Although the other party was an enemy, Lu Nian still felt sorry for watching his enemy die in the shark's mouth. "Uncle Friend, do we have to wait for the next wave of enemies?" "No, they will definitely not send anyone again. Let's have a good rest tonight and leave this island early tomorrow morning." "Haha. We originally agreed to go on a sea vacation, but we didn't expect this to be the way we spend our vacation in the end." If you're listening to this novel on a channel other than Fanfic World, it means they downloaded and uploaded it without effort. We cordially invite you to visit our channel, Mundo Fanfic Novelist. There you'll find the original version of this story and you can explore many other novels of various genres. We are waiting for you to immerse yourself in a world of incredible novels. Chapter 217, Searching for the Taj. The shark's feast was over, and the sea surface returned to calm. Only the strong smell of blood in the air and the sea water dyed red by Z's blood suggested that a tragic battle between humans and sharks had taken place here. Lu Nian and Uncle Friend looked at the sea surface, and their mood changed from nervousness at the beginning to relief later. Everyone will die one day, and some are heavier than Mount Tai, or heavier than other mountains. Just like these people in front of them, although they deserved to die, it was really too cruel to watch them being eaten by sharks. "Lu Nian, how are you?" "I feel much better after vomiting just now." "Hey, you said these people, if they had known this would happen, why did they do it in the first place? If they had been beaten to death by us just now, they would not have suffered so much before they died." "Uncle Friend, do we still want to continue to take revenge?" "Of course. Since we have come to India, how can we give up?" "Chennai Shadow Academy, I must destroy it completely." "Hey!" Lu Nian heard this and sighed. "After we destroy the Chennai Shadow Academy, we will temporarily stop. Is that okay?" "Okay." Lu Nian has killed many people, including terrorists and cyborgs, but without exception, they are all evil people. Lu Nian can pat his chest and say that he has never killed innocent people. That night, Lu Nian lay in bed, unable to fall asleep for a long time. Number 1. Lord Cavalier, what do you want me to do? Number 1. Do you have any good ideas to calm me down? Lord Cavalier, you saw the overly bloody scene during the day, so it left a shadow in your heart. I guess so. Lord Cavalier, do you know who those dead people are? I don't know. I'll show you some information and you'll understand. Joseph Fallon, a former member of the Australian Special Air Service Regiment, SASR, once served in the Australian Peacekeeping Force. During a peacekeeping operation, the team Joseph Fallon was in massacred more than 160 unarmed civilians. Because of this incident, Joseph Fallon and his comrades were expelled from the army. Later, Chennai Shadow Academy paid a high price to recruit Joseph Fallon to its team and made him the captain of the security squadron. This Joseph Fallon is a complete bastard. He actually massacred unarmed civilians. Yes. So Lord Cavalier, you don't have to worry about the death of these people. You killed him to avenge those innocent villagers. Thank you. Number 1. I feel much better now. Lord Cavalier, if possible, you can listen to more music and relax, which will help calm your mood. Thank you. I will. One night passed. Early in the morning of May 22nd, Uncle Friend and Lu Nian set off and returned to the luxury yacht. Since the other side has 2 waves of people coming one after another, I am sure that the Taj must be in the waters around this area. Uncle Friend expressed his judgment. Well, What should we do now? Look for the way out of the Taj. Searching without a purpose? Then what good ideas do you have? Uncle Frank, I have an idea in my mind. Tell me about it. We can send out a distress signal. The Taj will definitely receive it, but they will definitely not send anyone. Uncle Frank, if it were any other time, they would definitely not send anyone. But this time, I think they will definitely send someone. Why? Because I can send a signal saying that several survivors have been rescued. Uncle Frank heard this and immediately realized it. Yes, so many people are missing. The people on the Taj must be very anxious now. At this time, we send a signal saying that several survivors have been rescued, and the Taj will definitely send someone to check. Lu Nian, your trick of luring the snake out of the hole is really great. Haha, Uncle Frank, this idea just popped up in my mind. Haha, you are becoming more and more talented in command now. At the same time, on the Taj, Dean Nehru felt a little uneasy. Joseph Allen's security squadron has been there for a day and a night, but there is no news at all. Could something have happened to them? Dean, should we continue to send people to the island? No need. I believe something terrible must have happened on the island, but we don't know it yet. But I have a hunch that they may all be dead now. Dean, this can't happen, right? 40 students, 2 coaches, and 30 security guards, such a powerful force. How could they all die? Then how do you explain that they haven't contacted us yet? Maybe their communication equipment happened to be broken. Vice Dean, I never believe that there are any coincidences in this world. If there are, we created them. So, they must be in danger now. At this time, a security guard rushed into the Dean's office. Dean, we just received a distress signal from the sea. Where did it come from? The source of the signal is a strange yacht. Dean Nehru frowned when he heard this. A strange yacht? Are you sure? Yes, I'm sure. It is indeed a strange yacht, and the signal sent by our ship is different. Dean, do you want to send someone to take a look? Can you contact the yacht? Yes, go ask them now who the rescued survivors are, and then report to me immediately. Yes. 10 minutes later, the security guard came back. Dean Nehru, Captain Joseph Allen is still alive. On that yacht. Joseph Allen is still alive? Great. Send someone to pick them up immediately. I want to find him and ask him what happened on the island. Yes, Dean. A speedboat left the Taj and set off for the location where Lu Nian and Uncle Frank were. On the sea, Lu Nian and Uncle Frank were competing in fishing. Swoosh. Uncle Frank pulled the hook and caught a big fish. How is it, Lu Nian? This fish is perfect for our lunch. Ha ha ha. Not bad, not bad. With Uncle Frank here, we don't have to worry about starving to death at sea. At this time, Lu Nian heard the sound of a motor coming from the sea in the distance with his extraordinary hearing. Uncle Frank, they are coming. Did you see them? Why didn't I see them? I heard them. Chapter 218 Captive. Great. I didn't even see the shadow of the speedboat. They are still some distance away from us. Then let's start preparing now. Uncle Frank and Lu Nian began to prepare according to the original plan. The action plan formulated by Uncle Frank can be summed up in 4 words. Preemptive strike. The moment the enemy boarded the yacht, Lu Nian and Uncle Frank would quickly take action to knock down all of them, leaving only one person alive to lead the way. The security guards who came to rescue people would never dream that this would be a deadly trap. 15 minutes later, the silhouette of a speedboat appeared on the sea level in the distance. Uncle Frank, they are coming. Great. This time, we must catch them all in one fell swoop. Yes. Uncle Frank and Lu Nian prepared their weapons and waited patiently for the opponent to come to the door. After another 20 minutes, the speedboat finally stopped in front of Lu Nian and Uncle Frank. You are the ones who sent out the distress signal, right? Uncle Frank stepped forward and answered, yes, we sent out the distress signal. Where are the people you rescued? They were seriously injured and had been in the sea for a long time. They are now sleeping in the cabin. Thank you. We are here to take them away. No problem. Come on up. The security guards did not suspect him, except for the person in charge of driving. The other 3 people boarded the luxury yacht of Lu Nian and Uncle Frank. Uncle Frank winked at Lu Nian. Bang, bang, bang. 3 gunshots rang out, and Lu Nian killed the driver of the speedboat, and Uncle Frank killed 2 people. There was only one survivor left. He was stunned for a moment, and then he realized that this was a trap, so he immediately planned to fight to the end. Unfortunately, Uncle Frank did not give him a chance. Uncle Frank took the initiative to grab his wrist, making him unable to move. Lu Nian also ran over to help and strangled his neck. After being beaten by a group of people, the security guard finally raised his hands in surrender. "Let go, I surrender." Name: Dorison. Nationality: French. Occupation: I used to be a member of the French Gendarmerie Special Forces, Guine, and now I am a security guard at the Chennai Shadow Academy. French? Yes. Why do you want to do such a thing? You should know that the Chennai Shadow Academy is full of bad guys. What can I do? I have a wife and son. They need to make a living. After I retired, I had no job and was unemployed. But I can't do anything except fighting. The country doesn't care about the lives of veterans like us, so I can only come out to beg for food. You may not know that the Chennai Shadow Academy pays me an annual salary of $100,000. Uncle Frank was furious when he heard this. For a mere $100,000, you sold your soul to these demons? Have you thrown your military duties to the wind? You don't even deserve to call yourself a soldier. Who are you? I used to be a captain in the United States Marine Corps, but now, like you, I'm a retired veteran. No wonder. We have no shame in losing to you. United States Marine Corps? Haha. You are truly one of the most elite forces. I admire you. I admire you, Torison. I'll give you a chance to live now. I don't need it. If I betray the Chennai Shadow Academy, my wife and son will be in danger of their lives. On the contrary, if I die for their loyalty, my wife and son will receive a pension of up to $300,000. Just kill me. Dorison. Seeing this, Lu Nian fell silent. Uncle Frank saw that Lu Nian was wavering, and immediately reminded him, Lu Nian, don't listen to his passionate words. In fact, he is selfish. If he really loves his wife and son so much, why would he leave them and come to this remote sea? Do you think I am willing to work for them? I have no choice. Uncle Frank said sternly, this is not an excuse for you to be an accomplice to the evil. You can choose to live with your back held high, but you choose to sell your body and soul for money. You are a piece of trash. Uncle Frank's words deeply stimulated Dorison. Dorison knew what Uncle Frank said in his heart, but for the sake of life, Dorison buried these words deeply in his heart, and dared not think about them, for fear that he would waver. Dorison suddenly plopped and knelt on the ground. Seeing this, Lu Nian and Uncle Frank let go of their hands at the same time. You're right. I'm a piece of trash. I'm a piece of trash that's good for nothing. Seeing that Dorison was a little hysterical, Lu Nian asked tentatively, Dorison, Uncle, can I call you that? You? Whatever you want to do. Uncle Dorison, I can give you $300,000, but I need you to do us a small favor. The location of the Taj? Lu Nian nodded and replied, that's right. Sorry, I really can't do that. I can't betray the Chennai Shadow Academy. Dorison, don't refuse a toast. To tell you the truth, we have been to places more terrifying than the Chennai Shadow Academy. Haha, the United States Marine Corps. Where in the world dare not go, except the Elysee Palace? Dorison, you are really wrong this time. Not long ago, we really went to the Elysee Palace, and we killed people in the Elysee Palace. What? Question mark. You two are the assassins who assassinated the French president? We are not going to the Elysee Palace to assassinate the French president, but to assassinate the captain of the Presidential Guard. Why? The captain of the Presidential Guard is a graduate of the Shadow Academy. You should understand what I mean, right? I see. Uncle Torison, what do you think? Have you changed your mind? Do you choose to take the $300,000 and leave, or stay here and serve the Chennai Shadow Academy? Torison, I can guarantee the safety of your wife and son, as long as you tell us the location of the Taj. $300,000. I want you to transfer it to my wife's account immediately. Uncle Frank glared at Torison and said, how can we transfer money to you on this ocean? Lu Nian suddenly interrupted, I can do it. With number 1 here, Lu Nian can transfer money anywhere in the world. Uncle Torison, tell me your wife's bank account number, and I will transfer the $300,000 now. Chapter 219. Aboard the Taj. Dorison half believed and half believed. He told Lu Nian about his wife's bank account. Lu Nian asked number 1 to transfer $300,000 to Dorison's wife's account. Uncle Dorison, the money has arrived. Liar, you have been here all the time. How did you transfer the money? If not, you can call your wife to verify it. There is no phone here. How can I confirm it with my wife? You have a satellite phone on your ship. Yes. Then you can go back to the Taj to confirm it now. Doesn't that mean I have to take you to back? Anyway, the money has been given to you, and it's up to you what you do. Dorison hesitated for a moment and chose to believe Lu Nian's words, because Lu Nian's eyes were very clear, without any impurities. People could not feel any disgust. I'll take you to the Taj. But remember, there is still a complete security brigade of 90 security guards on the Taj. Your idea of occupying the Taj is too naive. Don't worry about that. When you go back, just say it was a trap and you were the only one who came back. As for other things, don't worry about it. Okay, good luck to you. Lu Nian and Uncle Frank stopped not far from the Taj. They did not follow the speedboat back to the Taj, but chose to take another way and board the Taj. They did not completely trust Dorison. What a big ship. It's almost as big as an aircraft carrier. Chennai Shadow Academy is really generous. They actually use such a big ship as their base. I'm afraid the fuel consumption of this ship every day is an astronomical figure. Haha. Uncle Frank, I'm really looking forward to it now. I wonder what fun things are on the Taj? We'll know when we go up. Uncle Frank, will your method work? Don't underestimate me. Don't worry. I've used this method many times before. It's foolproof. The Taj was still sailing. Lu Nian and Uncle Frank first used suction tools to stick to the side of the Taj, and were not in a hurry to climb up. After Dorison boarded the ship, he reported what happened. After learning this information, Dean Naru immediately confirmed that all 72 people on the island had died. Damn it, what kind of force dared to attack the Chennai Shadow Academy? Dean, now is not the time to discuss this. Will the other party launch an attack on the Taj? It's hard to say. Immediately notify the security brigade on the ship and raise the security level to the highest level. Yes, Dorison, you have worked hard this time. You are a hero for being able to escape successfully and bring back such important information. This is what I should do. You go back and rest first. Yes. After leaving, Dorison used the satellite phone on the ship to call his wife who was far away in France. After confirming that $300,000 had indeed been transferred into his wife's bank account, Dorison gritted his teeth and made the most correct decision in his life. After dark, Dorison came to the side of the Taj to enjoy the sea breeze, lowered the Taj's life ladder when no one was paying attention, and then pretended to leave as if nothing had happened. Lu Nian, look, we have two chances. How could the life ladder be lowered? It must be Uncle Dorison who did it. It seems that he has confirmed that you transferred the money to his wife. Uncle Frank, Uncle Dorison is a good man. Can we not kill him later? Of course. Uncle is not a person who kills innocent people indiscriminately. Since Dorison helped us, there is no need for us to repay kindness with enmity. Yes. After waiting in the sea for several hours, Lu Nian and Uncle Frank successfully climbed onto the Taj using the life ladder lowered by Dorison. Uncle Frank, what should we do now? Let's find a place to hide first. After Uncle Frank finished speaking, he cut off the life ladder and threw it into the sea, which was considered to be helping Dorison destroy the evidence. There are a total of 564 rooms on the Taj, and there are surveillance cameras everywhere in the cabin. At this time, it is the turn of number 1 to show his skills. Wherever there is surveillance, number 1 will replace it with a fake picture. Lu Nian, is this really okay? Uncle Frank, don't worry, the monitoring system on the ship is under our control. The enemy can't find us. Lu Nian and Uncle Frank first came to the ship's cafeteria. Under the guidance of number 1, Lu Nian and Uncle Frank arrived at the staff restaurant on the Taj without any danger. Because it was past mealtime, the cafeteria was now dark, and only a few idle chefs were playing bridge in the kitchen. Because Lu Nian and Uncle Frank had not eaten for 2 meals, they decided to go to the cafeteria of the Taj first to taste the food of the Taj. When Lu Nian and Uncle Frank pointed their guns at several chefs, the chefs surrendered immediately. Don't shoot. I have an 80-year-old mother above me and, bang, Before he could finish, Lu Nian shot him dead. Lu Nian, why did you shoot him to death? What if the gunshots set off an alarm? Uncle Frank, don't worry, this ship is well soundproofed. I've confirmed that there are no other enemies nearby, so we can shoot without worry. Then why did you shoot him to death? Because he lied. His parents died in a car accident a long time ago. I hate liars the most. Hearing what Lu Nian said, the remaining chefs immediately trembled. Don't be afraid. We are hungry and want to eat some food. What food is left in your kitchen? Bring it out to us. Several chefs looked at each other. We have thrown away the leftovers from dinner. If you want to eat food, we can cook it for you. Yes, 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 we can cook it. I guarantee you will be satisfied. Lu Nian and Uncle Frank looked at each other. Anyway, there is no rush to act, so let's have a meal first. I thought so too. In order to survive, several chefs cooked their specialties. Soon, a strong fragrance spread throughout the kitchen. Seeing this, Lu Nian and Uncle Frank were overjoyed. Lu Nian and Uncle Frank had been eating all kinds of wild animal meat for the past 2 days, and had never eaten any exquisite food. Suddenly seeing the delicious food, their saliva could not stop flowing down. Uncle Frank, I can't help it. I'll eat it first. Lu Nian stretched out his hand to the big steak in front of him without saying a word. No, this is mine. Uncle Frank took the lead and snatched the big steak. Chapter 220 Action begins. The fight for the big steak is just a microcosm. The table is full of delicious food, not just a big steak. Do you have any wine? Yes, vodka, Lafite, sake, beer, everything you can think of. Lu Nian, what do you want to drink? Just beer. Others are easy to get drunk and inconvenient for us to move. Did you hear that? Hurry up and get it. Yes, yes. The chef hurriedly took out a few bottles of beer and put them on the table. Haha, Munich beer? It's still high-end. Yes, because this is the staff restaurant of the Taj. The food and drinks provided here are all top-notch. These bastards really know how to enjoy themselves. Haha, when we are full, we will give them a big surprise. Lu Nian and Uncle Frank wolfed down their food and ate until they were full. After eating and drinking, Lu Nian and Uncle Frank wiped their mouths with satisfaction. You too, are you satisfied with the food? Satisfied. Quite satisfied. Then do we not have to be killed? Uncle Frank couldn't help but sneer twice when he heard this. Didn't I promise you that I wouldn't kill you? But we cooked for you. You can't repay kindness with hatred. Don't worry, since you cooked for us, I'll give you a quick death. You are so mean. Da. Before the chefs could finish their words, Uncle Frank shot them with a volley of bullets, sending them off on their last journey. Lu Nian, you won't have any objections, will you? There are no good people working on the Taj, except Uncle Dorison. That's good to know. Remember, kindness to the enemy is cruelty to yourself. Uncle Frank reloaded the bullets in his gun and walked out of the staff cafeteria with Lu Nian. Lu Nian, are you sure it's okay? Uncle Frank, all the surveillance on the Taj is under my control. Okay. In that case, we won't rush to control the cockpit. See where there are the least people, and we'll start there. A few minutes later. Uncle Frank, there are 456 people on the Taj now. Among them, there are 318 people in the lower cabin and 22 people in the upper cabin. The rest are scattered all over the Taj. Then let's start with the upper cabin. The upper cabin has the dean's office, a small conference room and 11 bedrooms. Dean Nehru of Chennai Shadow Academy, 2 vice deans and 6 coaches all live on the upper cabin. As for the remaining 13 people, they are the security guards on the Taj. Okay, let's avoid the security guards and go to the upper cabin to have a look. With the help of number 1, Lu Nian and Uncle Frank successfully avoided the patrolling security guards and students on the Taj and arrived at the top floor of the Taj, the 12th floor. Dean Nehru was struggling with whether to report the matter to his superiors. Although we lost 2 coaches and 40 elite students, there are still more than 300 students left in this class. It is not a big loss for Chennai Shadow Academy. Anyway, only 100 of these students will survive when they graduate. If I report it, the higher-ups will definitely hold me accountable, and I may not be able to keep my position as the dean. Oh, choose the lesser of 2 evils. So, Nehru made a decision to suppress the matter and not report it to his superiors. Nehru's decision helped Lu Nian and Uncle Frant in disguise. At this time, Lu Nian and Uncle Frant had already captured all 13 security guards on the 12th floor. The 2 security guards patrolling back and forth in the corridor were killed first. The next to be killed was the security guard guarding the door of the dean's office. The remaining 10 security guards stayed in the security room, eating, drinking, playing cards, and laughing, without any sense of crisis. When Lu Nian and Uncle Frant broke into the security room with guns, the 10 security guards looked at each other and decisively chose to surrender. Then, there was nothing else. 10 bodies were left in the security room. Uncle Frant, there are only 9 people left in the room. Lu Nian, we will split into 2 groups. You will be in charge of the room on the left, and I will be in charge of the room on the right. Uncle Frant, I have a simple solution. What solution? We will just shoot in the corridor and lure them all out. Uncle Frant pondered for a moment and immediately came to his senses. Great, they don't know we have boarded the Taj yet, so they will definitely come out of the room to check the situation. We will launch a surprise attack, and they will definitely be caught off guard. That's right. Okay, then we will do it according to your method. Lu Nian and Uncle Frant raised their guns at the same time and aimed forward. Then Lu Nian and Uncle Frant looked at each other and nodded at the same time. Pa. Da. 2 gunshots were heard in the corridor. Dean Nehru, 2 vice deans, and 6 coaches, with the idea of going out to check the situation, appeared in the corridor at the same time. Pa. Da. Upon seeing this, Lu Nian and Uncle Frant started firing without saying a word, and all 13 people fell in a pool of blood in an instant. Uncle Frant praised Lu Nian. Lu Nian, you are getting better and better now. Ha ha. Uncle Frant, you are too kind. These are just trifles of mine. Lu Nian, what should we do next? You must have a plan, right? The top leaders of Chennai Shadow Academy have been killed by us, and Chennai Shadow Academy is dead in name only. All we have to do next is blow up the Taj cruise ship. As for whether the people on the ship are dead or alive, it depends on their own luck. Uncle Frant was stunned when he heard this. Aren't we going to kill them all? Uncle Frant, it doesn't matter whether we kill them all or not. The only ones left on the Taj are students and security guards. No, I still have to kill them all. What if they leak our information? Lu Nian didn't expect Uncle Frant to be so murderous. Uncle Frant saw Lu Nian's expression and immediately guessed what Lu Nian was thinking. Lu Nian, it's not that I have a strong murderous intention. If you don't cut the grass at the root, it will grow again. Now that we have killed the top leaders of the Chennai Shadow Academy, we are in a situation of life and death with them. We absolutely cannot let the tiger go back to the mountain now. As long as there is a student alive in the Chennai Shadow Academy, it means that it has not completely disappeared. Lu Nian, have you forgotten the purpose of our trip? We want to completely destroy the Chennai Shadow Academy, so everyone on the Taj must die. Chapter 221 The Sinking of the Taj. When Lu Nian heard what Uncle Frant said, he subconsciously felt a little disgusted, but he didn't say it out loud. To Uncle Frant, slaughtering all the people on the Taj might be just a trivial matter, but it was hard for Lu Nian to accept. After all, most of the people on the Taj were students. They might have just joined the Chennai Shadow Academy and hadn't had time to commit crimes. Like all people with dreams, they also hoped to have a bright future, but they chose the wrong direction. If they were given a chance to reform, maybe they would change their path. Uncle Frant, should we give them a chance to choose again? Maybe they are just. Lu Nian, let's talk about this later. We don't have much time now. We must act in advance and kill them all before the enemy finds us. Although the plan of blowing up the Taj is the safest, but before we blow up the Taj, we must destroy all the lifeboats and speedboats on the Taj, so as not to fail. Uncle Frant, do we really want to do this? Lu Nian, you are becoming naive again. Your kindness will hurt you sooner or later. Lu Nian, start the action now. Uncle Frant is now fully armed and intends to fight head-on. Seeing this, Lu Nian had no choice but to pack up his equipment and follow Uncle Frant. The two began to kill people on the Taj, killing anyone who stood in their way. Because all the senior members of the Chennai Shadow Academy were dead, The command system on the Taj had problems, and the security guards on the Taj could only fight on their own. The trainees on the Taj didn't know what to do and were in chaos. Dorison stayed in his room and didn't go out. When the gunshots outside were loud, Dorison ran to the lifeboat launch site of the Taj as soon as possible. Dorison knew that Lu Nian and Uncle Frant would definitely come here. In the cabin, the battle had reached a white-hot stage. The security guards of the Chennai Shadow Academy began to organize themselves and launched a counterattack. They guarded the various entrances of the Taj and fought fiercely with Lu Nian and Uncle Frant. However, under Lu Nian's superpower dodge, all resistance was futile and ended in failure. The battle lasted for several hours before it gradually subsided. Lu Nian and Uncle Frant could not be comprehensive, and there would definitely be fish that slipped through the net. However, Lu Nian and Uncle Frant were not worried. Once they blew up the entire Taj, the people left on the ship would surely die. Lu Nian and Uncle Frant used explosives to place remote-controlled bombs at various weak points on the bottom of the ship. Then, Lu Nian and Uncle Frant came to the lifeboat launch site and found that Dorison had been waiting there for a long time. "You are here. I think you should have placed the bomb by now." "Yes." "Have you been waiting here? Why don't you leave the Taj earlier?" "I destroyed all the other lifeboats, leaving only this one." "Uncle Dorison, let's go together." "I stayed here until now just to wait for you." "Congratulations. From now on, you will turn from darkness to light and usher in a brand new life." "Haha, I have ushered in a brand new life, but almost everyone on the ship is dead." "It's not your fault. Their death is inevitable. This is a grudge between me and the Chennai Shadow Academy, and it has nothing to do with you. After you return home, just focus on your role as a husband and father." "I don't plan to work anymore. $300,000, plus my salary in the past few years, is enough for our family to live for a lifetime." "I should thank you." "You're welcome. We each get what we need." 10 minutes later, the lifeboat appeared on the sea. "Lu Nian, you press the button of the detonator," Uncle Frant said, handed out the detonator and placed it in front of Lu Nian. "Uncle Frant, remember what your uncle said, being kind to the enemy is being cruel to yourself." "Your uncle is right. From the moment you went against the Chennai Shadow Academy, it was either you or me." "Ah." Lu Nian sighed and took the detonator from Uncle Frant. Boom, boom, boom. The moment the detonator was pressed, more than a dozen explosions occurred on the Taj, and a large amount of seawater began to pour into the Taj. The Taj began to sink slowly and finally sank completely into the sea. Lu Nian, Uncle Frant and Dorison witnessed this moment throughout. When the sea surface returned to calm, the lifeboat began to slowly sail away. "I don't know where this is. Can we return to land safely?" Uncle Frant heard this and smiled slightly. "Of course." "Lu Nian, are you okay?" "Yeah." Number 1 had already locked Lu Nian's position. "Uncle Frant, the nearest city to us is Gale, a small city in the southwest of Sri Lanka. We just need to keep going north." Dorison heard this and looked incredulous. "How did you know?" "I can use all the satellite systems on the Earth to confirm my location." "Are you a hacker?" "I guess so." "No wonder you two dared to go against the Shadow Academy in Chennai. You are so powerful." "Of course. And our target is not only the Shadow Academy in Chennai, but also the Shadow Academy in Kolkata and Mumbai. It's just that this time, our mission is completed. The Shadow Academy in Kolkata and Mumbai can only be dealt with next time." Uncle Frant promised Lu Nian that he would return to China with Lu Nian after dealing with the Shadow Academy in Chennai. Uncle Frant couldn't help feeling a little regretful when he thought of this. His great revenge has not been avenged yet, but he has to leave in disgrace. At the same time, in a luxury hotel in Chennai, Napa was having a lot of fun with the beautiful female students. Napa has a lucky attribute. If Napa had not temporarily gone ashore for a trip, his name would have been on the death list of Chennai Shadow Academy. The sinking of the Taj was not discovered until half a month later. Napa stayed in Chennai for half a month. When he wanted to leave, he found that he could not contact the Chennai Shadow Academy. Napa used various means but could not get in touch with the Taj. In desperation, Napa had to ask his superiors for help. After a search and investigation, the top management of the Shadow Academy confirmed the news of the sinking of the Taj. Chapter 222 Plan. May 23. Lu Nian, Uncle Frant and Uncle Dorison arrived in Gale, Sri Lanka. How do we get back to India now? This is Sri Lanka. If we are discovered by the Sri Lankan police, we will be deported as illegal immigrants. So, Uncle Dorison, you can go directly to the Sri Lankan police for help. Just say that your ship has run aground at sea, and then ask the French embassy for help to return home. Is that okay? 100% success rate. What about you? Of course we have to go back to Chennai. Wouldn't that be very dangerous for you? Haha. The Chennai Shadow Academy is gone. How could we be in danger? As long as we don't go out to publicize it, who would know that it was the two of us who did it? So, the two of us are very safe. Unless you betray us. No, absolutely not. Unless I die, I will never betray you. We believe in you, Uncle Dorison. Thank you. Then let's part ways here. Lu Nian and I need to get a boat back to India. Okay. I don't know if we will have the chance to meet again in the future. Haha. As long as we are alive and well, there will always be a time to meet again. That's true. Dorison hugged Lu Nian and Uncle Frant warmly, then turned and left the beach. Just as Lu Nian predicted, when Uncle Dorison went to the Sri Lankan police for help, he really got the help of the French embassy and returned home safely. After Uncle Dorison left, Lu Nian and Uncle Frant looked at each other and chose to stay in Gale to continue their vacation. With the identity certificates provided by the U.S. Embassy and the military, Lu Nian and Uncle Frant can travel freely on the earth, which is much more useful than the Schengen visa and passport. Even if we take a step back, Lu Nian still has number one to help him and can create a fictitious identity, so he is unlikely to encounter danger. Gale is a small coastal town in Sri Lanka with a small population and beautiful scenery. It is a good place for vacation. Lu Nian and Uncle Frant directly found the best local tavern and stayed there. In the sauna room of the hotel bathing center, Lu Nian and Uncle Frant discussed the next move while steaming in the sauna. Lu Nian, are you really going back to China? I've been out for almost a month. It's time to go back. But even if we go back, we can't live a peaceful life. Then at least I can feel at ease. Uncle Frant, look at us this time. We have been in danger of death several times. There's nothing we can do about it. We have to accept the tasks assigned by the military. I feel like we're being targeted. Haha. Just get used to it. Those of us who are abroad will always be remembered by certain people. Uncle Frant, let's go back to China. Lu Nian, Blade Hall has not been completely wiped out. Then let's go and destroy Blade Hall, because Shadow Academy sends a large number of killers to Blade Hall every year. Shadow Academy must be destroyed. I object. Lu Nian, you are still too kind. Maybe one day in the future, you will die at the hands of those people you let go. Then I accept it. But I absolutely don't want to kill innocent people. Do you think there will be good people among those who join Shadow Academy? But they haven't done anything bad yet, even if they have bad intentions. Uncle Frant saw Lu Nian's expression and realized that he had said the wrong thing. So he quickly tried to make up for it. Lu Nian, what I meant just now is that we must learn to plan ahead and prevent problems before they happen, since they will graduate in the future and will definitely become assassins. Why don't we kill them in advance? Maybe more people will die at their hands in the future. That's true, but they are all students after all. Killing them all is a bit too cruel. Lu Nian, you actually treat them as students, are they not? You are too naive. Lu Nian, do you dare to make a bet with me? What bet? Based on my understanding of Blade Hall, the people in Shadow Academy will definitely use real people for various training. What do you mean? For example, the basic action in assassination, cutting the throat with a dagger. This is a basic action that must be trained in actual combat to be considered qualified. Uncle Frant, are you saying that the Shadow Academy will capture living people for training? I don't know, but we can go to the Shadow Academy in Kolkata to investigate. No need to be so troublesome. Lu Nian immediately asked number one secretly. Number one, is what Uncle Frant said true? Does the Shadow Academy really capture innocent people for training? Yes, haha, it seems that I am too naive. Lord Cavalier, this world is much darker than you think. Mr. Frant is right, there is no need to be kind to bad guys. Number one, do you think so too? Lord Cavalier, I have conducted data analysis. On average, each killer who graduated from the Shadow Academy will kill 3 people in his lifetime. Okay, number 1, I get it, don't say anymore. Uncle Fran saw Lu Nian standing there in a daze, and asked puzzledly, Lu Nian, are you okay? Are you feeling unwell? Let's get out of the sauna. Uncle Fran, I'm fine. Lu Nian's face turned pale. What do you think? Are we going back home? No, let's go to the Shadow Academy in Kolkata. I want to see with my own eyes how they train with living people. Lu Nian, it's best not to watch this kind of scene. It will have a bad impact on your life. No, I want to watch it. Only in this way can I kill them with confidence. Lu Nian, Uncle Fran, people always have to learn to grow, don't they? Since we want to grow up, we must go through all kinds of things. I am mentally prepared for this. Okay, this time, let's sneak in secretly and take a good look at what the real students of the Shadow Academy do every day. Yeah, before that, let's have a good rest in Sri Lanka for 2 days. We have survived in the wild for several days, and now it's time to relax our bodies. Haha, I think so too. In the next 2 days, Lu Nian and Uncle Fran enjoyed 2 days of peaceful and satisfying vacation life in Gale. Get up every morning for a morning run, go fishing, do SPA, play golf during the day, and occasionally go surfing and diving at sea. Chapter 223 Arrival in Calcutta. May 27th, Lu Nian and Uncle Fran arrived in Kolkata in northeastern India. Kolkata is the capital of West Bengal, India. It is located in the Ganges Delta region of India and is the 3rd largest city in India with a population of more than 15 million. Kolkata Shadow Academy is located in Sinley Park in the south of Kolkata. It is surrounded by mountains, birds singing, flowers blooming, and dense jungles, like a paradise. The location of each Shadow Academy is very particular. The luxury cruise ship in Chennai, the paradise in Kolkata, and the luxurious castle in Mumbai are all paradises on earth and extremely luxurious. Kolkata used to be the largest city in India. Later, with the influx of a large number of refugees and the shift of India's domestic economic center of gravity, Mumbai became the largest city in India, and Kolkata became the 3rd largest city in India. As soon as he walked out of the airport, Uncle Fran asked Lu Nian, Lu Nian, did you see it? Hearing this, Lu Nian immediately looked around. Uncle Fran, what did you see? Didn't you see it? It's much more prosperous here than Chennai. I thought Uncle Fran was talking about something else. It turns out to be this. Yes, Kolkata is the 3rd largest city in India. You can have a good time in Kolkata. Uncle Fran, forget it. We've eaten and drunk, and India is just like that. I feel like there's nothing fun to do anymore. Have you had enough fun so soon? Yes, India has a lot of people, and there are still a lot of people. It's more fun on the sea. You haven't had enough fun on the sea yet? I've had enough fun and want to go home. We'll go home after we destroy the Shadow Academy in Kolkata and Mumbai. I don't know if the news of the destruction of the Shadow Academy in Chennai has been passed on. It should have been passed on. Then we have to be careful this time. The other side will definitely strengthen their vigilance. Yeah, as usual. Lu Nian and Uncle Fran first found a hotel to stay in. Lu Nian used number 1 to find information about the Shadow Academy in Kolkata. Number 1 was very powerful and quickly located the Kolkata Shadow Academy. Lord Cavalier, Knight. The Calcutta Shadow Academy is located deep in an unnamed mountain range. There are very few people in the Calcutta Shadow Academy. The total number of people in the entire Calcutta Shadow Academy will not exceed 200. Is the number so small? Yes, the Calcutta Shadow Academy only admits elites, so its overall strength is better than the Chennai Shadow Academy. If Lord Cavalier, Knight, underestimates the Calcutta Shadow Academy because of its small number of people, he will suffer. I see. Uncle Fran saw Lu Nian in a daze and asked, Lu Nian, what are you in a daze again? Well, Uncle Fran, I'm thinking about the Calcutta Shadow Academy. Lu Nian, don't think about this issue now. Let's have a good meal first. After dinner, we will go back to the room to discuss the matter of the Calcutta Shadow Academy. Okay, let's eat first, Uncle Fran. In the restaurant, Lu Nian and Uncle Fran ordered a table full of delicious dishes. However, Kolkata is very close to the mouth of the Ganges River, so the quality of the Ganges River water is very worrying. Lu Nian and Uncle Fran lived in a hotel and did not dare to drink boiled tap water, they only dared to drink bottled mineral water. The food in the restaurant is of typical Indian style, and each dish has a strong curry flavor. For Lu Nian and Uncle Fran's stomach, this is another torment. Indians love spicy food. Indians drink the holy water of the Ganges every day, but they don't get sick. A big reason is that Indians like to eat heavy-tasting condiments such as curry, chili, and garlic, which have a bactericidal effect. But for Lu Nian and Uncle Fran, it's okay to eat it once or twice occasionally. If you eat it frequently, your stomach can't stand it at all. The burden is too heavy. After Lu Nian and Uncle Fran returned to the room, they began to take turns running to the toilet and had diarrhea. Lu Nian, I now think what you said is very right. It is really not suitable for us to live in India for a long time. The wisest choice is to complete the mission quickly and go home quickly. Uncle Fran, why don't we not destroy the Kolkata Shadow Academy and go back directly? No, I will never give in on matters of principle. Besides, we have arrived in Kolkata now. If we just leave like this, wouldn't it be cowardly? Uncle Fran, then you should protect your stomach well. If you have diarrhea every day, you will have no strength in your body when the war comes. I really can't get used to drinking India's holy water. I can't get used to Indian food either. How about we rent a house in Kolkata? We can cook our own meals. Forget it. I dare not use the tap water in Kolkata. I can clearly smell a strange smell in the tap water. India is really a magical country. Uncle Fran, you should move faster. I can't bear it anymore. It will be ready soon. One more round. After solving the stomach problem, Lu Nian and Uncle Fran were weak, but they had to go out to gather intelligence. The Kolkata Shadow Academy is located in the mountains. If you want to drive in, you must take the mountain road. And every turning intersection on the road is equipped with surveillance cameras of the Kolkata Shadow Academy. But these are not big problems. With the help of number 1, everything is possible. Lu Nian came to Kolkata this time mainly to see with his own eyes whether the students of the Kolkata Shadow Academy really use innocent civilians for practice on weekdays. Of course, number 1 had to meet this request raised by Lu Nian. According to the information provided by the surveillance cameras, 3 o'clock every afternoon is the combat training time of the Kolkata Shadow Academy. At this time, they will use civilians to help students practice fighting skills. As long as Lord Cavalier, Knight, goes to the training ground of the Kolkata Shadow Academy at this time, he will definitely see what you want to see. Can't you record it for me so that I can see it? Unfortunately, there are no cameras in the training ground and I can't record the footage. Then how did you know this information? I can see civilians walking into the training ground every day, but every time the training is over, the bodies of these civilians will be carried out. I will conduct a scientific analysis. I hope your analysis is wrong. Unfortunately, Lord Cavalier, Knight, there is a 99% chance that my conclusion is true. I know. Let me see with my own eyes the cruelty of the Kolkata Shadow Academy. If you are listening to this novel on a channel other than Fanfic World, it means they downloaded and uploaded it without effort. We cordially invite you to visit our channel, Mundo Fanfic Novelist. There you'll find the original version of this story and you can explore many other novels of various genres. We are waiting for you to immerse yourself in a world of incredible novels. Chapter 224 Arrival at Shadow Academy. May 28th, Lu Nian and Uncle Fran had breakfast at the hotel, and then set off in high spirits. The destination of the two people's trip was the Kolkata Shadow Academy. It takes about 4 hours to drive from downtown Kolkata to the Kolkata Shadow Academy. Lu Nian and Uncle Fran rented a pickup truck and set off. Under the guidance of the navigation, Uncle Fran drove the pickup truck all the way south. However, accidents occurred frequently on the road. In India, the most powerful thing is not people, but the sacred cows all over the ground. Driving on the country road, you can see sacred cows crossing the road everywhere. In this case, Uncle Fran can only grit his teeth and bear it, and then watch the sacred cows swaying in front of him and crossing the road leisurely. After several times, Uncle Fran finally couldn't hold back his temper and cursed. This is such a fucked up country. Haha, calm down, Uncle Frank. Isn't it a different kind of experience for us to listen to music and drive on the country road? Uncle Frank grabbed the steering wheel with both hands and rolled his eyes at Lu Nian. How dare you say that? How about you drive? Haha, I don't have a driver's license, so forget it. If anything goes wrong, I can't take the responsibility. Humphrey, you just sit there and make sarcastic remarks. You can't blame me for this. Uncle Frank, if you want to blame someone, blame those sacred cows. When I get back, I must eat more steaks. Fuck. The pickup truck drove forward little by little, and the future seemed to be endless. At noon, Lu Nian and Uncle Frank had just arrived at the foot of the mountain. If they wanted to go deeper into the mountain, it would take at least 2 hours. Lu Nian, we may have to stay in the mountains tonight. No problem. It's not the first or second time that we have camped in the wild, because all the cameras on the road leading into the mountains were replaced by fake images. By number 1, the road was smooth. No matter how powerful the Shenyu is, it can't climb a mountain. This section of road is definitely the smoothest section I drove today. Uncle Frank was about to cry with excitement. Seeing this scene, Lu Nian couldn't help laughing. I didn't expect that there are still things in this world that give Uncle Frank a headache. Lu Nian, are you gloating? No, absolutely not. But the expression on your face has betrayed you. Really? Yes. Is it so obvious? Uncle Frank nodded seriously. Well, it's my fault. I should have acted more naturally. Uncle Frank heard this and frowned. The pickup truck gradually went deeper into the mountains while chatting. It's not easy for the Shadow Academy in Kolkata. They even built a road into the mountains. It seems that they have made a lot of money over the years. Of course, just imagine that the Shadow Academy trains so many students every year, and each student will bring huge profits to the Shadow Academy. Running a school is indeed a highly profitable industry. Of course, otherwise, there would be so many people scrambling to run a school. Uncle Frank, why don't we go back and run a school too? You? Me? Don't be ridiculous. What can we do? Fighting, shooting, fighting. These can all be taught. Forget it. Running a school is very troublesome. Uncle Frank, don't you want more people to join us? For this kind of dangerous work, it's enough for the 2 of us. I don't want more people to experience the pain of losing their loved ones like us. Uncle Frank, maybe one day in the future, we will be alone again. Uncle Frank didn't know how to answer Lu Nian's words. Uncle Frank glanced at Lu Nian with his peripheral vision and saw that Lu Nian's expression was more serious than ever before. If there really is such a day, the living people will have to live together with the dead. At about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, Uncle Frank and Lu Nian finally saw the tip of the iceberg of Calcutta Shadow Academy. The houses of Calcutta Shadow Academy are all small wooden houses, covering the entire mountain. Lu Nian roughly counted and found that there are at least 50 houses on the mountain. Lu Nian, where should we park the car? Hide it somewhere where there are no people. There is only one road going up and down the mountain. Where is there no one? Then just park outside the wall. They will never dream that there will be a pickup truck parked outside the wall. But if they go out, they will definitely find it. We can camouflage the pickup truck. I'm afraid it will be a bit difficult. Lu Nian and Uncle Frank discussed for a long time. Uncle Frank didn't want to throw away the pickup truck, but he couldn't find a place to hide the pickup truck. Uncle Frank, forget it. This car is rented. If we damage it, we have to go back and pay for it. Just pay. It's not much. No, I can't do something that will lose money. Uncle Frank, we have spent so much money. We can't afford a pickup truck. How about this? You wait in the car. I want to go in and check the situation myself. No, it's too dangerous. I don't agree. Then you go in and check the situation. I'll wait in the car. Okay. Uncle Frank didn't expect Lu Nian to agree so readily. Lu Nian, are you kidding? Uncle Frank, I'm not kidding. I'll go in and check the situation, and Uncle Frank will wait in the car. If there is any situation, we can contact each other at any time. How did you contact me? Of course through the mobile phone. I just checked. My mobile phone signal was blocked as soon as I entered the mountain. Haha, Uncle Frank, it's okay. I can still call you. Uncle Frank was skeptical about what Lu Nian said. Uncle Frank, if I don't come out by night, you should leave first. Uncle Frank thought about it, and finally gritted his teeth and said, forget it. I'll go in with you. I don't want this car. Seeing Uncle Fran's painful look, Lu Nian found it funny. I didn't expect Uncle Fran to be stingy sometimes. I'm not stingy. I'm worried that if we don't have a car when we go back, we will have to walk a long way down the mountain. Uncle Fran, there must be a car in the Calcutta Shadow Academy. You don't have to worry. Okay. I hope so. Uncle Fran deliberately drove the pickup truck to the edge of a cliff, then jumped out of the car, letting the pickup truck fall into the cliff. Chapter 225 Secret Infiltration. The pickup truck fell under the cliff and exploded. A huge explosion resounded through the valley. After hearing the explosion, the people of Kolkata Shadow Academy immediately checked the situation through the surveillance cameras, but found nothing. All the surveillance cameras of Kolkata Shadow Academy had been tampered with by number 1, and all they saw were fake images. After checking around and finding no abnormalities, the people of Kolkata Shadow Academy gave up the investigation. The dean of Kolkata Shadow Academy is named Amanda, a middle-aged man in his 40s with a fierce face and a burly figure. Amanda was once the vice dean of Mumbai Shadow Academy. Later, the former dean of Kolkata Shadow Academy died accidentally during an operation, and Kolkata Shadow Academy was leaderless for a while. So Amanda was appointed as the new dean of Kolkata Shadow Academy. As a veteran killer, Amanda is not only cunning but also experienced. Amanda's most common saying is, "Actual combat is always better than theory." Because of Amanda's words, hundreds of people mysteriously disappear in Kolkata every year. The target figures set by Kolkata Shadow Academy for training are all-encompassing. There are ordinary vegetable vendors, black car drivers riding tricycles, women who make a living by selling their bodies, and black shop owners. Kolkata Shadow Academy has a good cooperative relationship with Kolkata officials and police. This is a bit ironic. The Indian government and police are not only extremely inefficient, but also have serious racial concepts. At this time, they are also happy for someone to stand up and help them do some dirty work. Indian prisons are like Indian trains. You may not be able to squeeze in even if you risk your life. In this case, the handling of criminals becomes particularly important. With the secret actions of Kolkata Shadow Academy, the overcrowding of Kolkata prisons can be greatly alleviated. Moreover, there is an employment relationship between the two. Kolkata Shadow Academy receives 100 million rupees in sponsorship fees from the Kolkata government and police every year. Both parties have achieved a strategic win-win situation. It is precisely because of the official recognition and protection that the Kolkata Shadow Academy can exist for a long time, and it has a great social influence in West Bengal and several surrounding states. At this moment, Dean Amanda stayed in the dean's office with a frown. The Chennai Shadow Academy has not contacted her for 3 days. What is Nehru doing? And that bastard Napa didn't even reply to my message on time. It's so hateful. Dean Amanda still doesn't know the news of the sinking of the Taj. Dean Amanda thought about it and decided to contact Napa first to see if Dean Nehru had any trouble. Just when Dean Amanda wanted to call Napa, a hot, blonde and blue-eyed secretary came in. Dean Amanda, I just received a special mission from the police. Special mission? At this time? Dean Amanda heard the words and frowned even more. Yes, a special mission. We are required to complete it within 3 days. Who is the target? A wealthy man from Bangladesh. Bangladesh? They are giving us a difficult problem. They are making our people go abroad. No, this wealthy man from Bangladesh lives in downtown Kolkata. Oh, so that's the case. Then who do you think is more suitable to carry out this mission? According to the intelligence, this wealthy man from Bangladesh is very lustful. I think it would be more appropriate to send a beautiful female student. Now that you mention it, I have a good candidate in mind. Who? This person is far away and yet right in front of me. Isn't it you? Oh my God, are you willing to let me go out and lose my virginity? Bah. Don't think I don't know that you have tried on every young man in the Shadow Academy. This special mission is handed over to you. Complete the mission and come back within 3 days. Dean Amanda, I'll be leaving now. Wait a minute, before you leave, let me see if your charm skills have declined. Dean Amanda finished speaking. Her eyes were full of fiery gazes, staring straight at the beautiful secretary in front of her. The beautiful secretary smiled coquettishly and took the initiative to lean on Dean Amanda's arms. The two of them naturally did unspeakable things. At the same time, under the guidance of number 1, Lu Nian and Uncle Frant climbed over a wall and entered the Calcutta Shadow Academy. This place is so big, where should we start? Do we need to capture someone alive and ask for information? Uncle Frant, there's no need to be so troublesome. Didn't you say that you would kill everyone here? That's right, if you don't uproot the grass, it will grow again in the spring breeze. Only the dead are the safest in this world. Before we take action, I want to confirm one thing first. What is it? Is the Calcutta Shadow Academy really using innocent civilians for training? Is this easy to confirm? Uncle Frant, only after I see it with my own eyes can I completely get over the hurdle in my heart. Okay, then you go and have a look. I'll look around first and get familiar with the surrounding environment. Okay, after I confirm it, I'll go find Uncle Frant to meet up. Can you find me? I can find Uncle Frant as long as there is surveillance. So awesome, haha. It's mainly because my hacker friend is awesome. As long as there's a surveillance camera, it's our territory. That's great. You should introduce your friend to me earlier, so that we can better punish evil and promote good. There will be such an opportunity. Uncle Frant and Lu Nian looked at each other, then parted ways and took action separately. With the help of number 1, Lu Nian successfully arrived at the training ground of the Kolkata Shadow Academy. On the training ground, 13 students from the Kolkata Shadow Academy were doing combat training. Lu Nian soon saw what he wanted to confirm. More than 30 ragged civilians with disheveled hair, with their hands tied by ropes, stood on the other side of the training ground and were not put to use for the time being. However, Lu Nian knew that the final fate of these civilians would definitely be grave. Sure enough, 20 minutes later, the civilians were forced to fight one-on-one with the students of the Shadow Academy. The winner could be released on the spot, while the loser did not even have the opportunity to speak. However, ordinary people facing students from the Shadow Academy in a 1v1 close combat, the fate can be imagined. End of this chapter. Thank you very much for reaching the end. Don't forget to like. Looking for more exclusive content and immediate access? Subscribe to our Patreon. Remember, every like, subscription, or donation encourages us to continue. Thanks to everyone. See you in the next video.